there,
Oh, okay.
there, there.
I had to unlock the SD card, bro. I'm recording them, and I'm talking about. Now look at how I missed, bro. It ain't my fault that you're not used to,
Recording in progress.
It's a hot mess,
I look at how I
man.
missed, man. It ain't my fault that you're not, used to, presenting yourself in a certain manner. I just look at how I missed today, bro. I'm in the middle
Presenting
of
myself in a percent. What you mean? So you saying I'll be out here looking like what you trying to say, man?
I mean, I'm not saying
What you trying to say, bro?
I'm not trying to say nothing negative, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. What you mean? I'm not used to. It's not your fault that I'm not used to.
It's not my fault that you're not used to presenting yourself in certain manners that I am.
What you mean? So you trying to say, are you insinuating that in some way that I don't present myself in a manner that's becoming of a king at all times? You don't see me with my Clyde on, man, representing H-Town, the matching blue and blue.
I probably wouldn't have wore the red shirt underneath the Clyde Drexler, jersey. I might have picked a different color combo, maybe not a shirt underneath the jersey, but not red though.
Definitely do the red because the red makes the red pop out and see you can see the red in there, and I'm getting the red. I was backwards. The red in the Raging Bull, you know what I'm saying, and also some other stuff going on with the red that I'm later on we'll get into. But yeah, that's how I do.
I mean, bro, hey, man, I'm not knocking your fashion sense, bro.
I didn't even pull out the DMX chain. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not.
Where my dogs at?
How long have you been drinking today?
I'm good. What the? You know how you see something and you can't say it, but what is this in the window? Okay, people do what they do, man.
Okay. I see you.
People do what they do.
Back, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man. We got some people. We got some guests that's gonna be on. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying. I'm just gotta find my mobile to mobile device. Ensure.
Where you at, man?
I'm in the hive, man. You know what I'm saying? Why do you always try to? I'm chilling. I'm where I'm at, man.
Oh, no, I'm just speaking of what side of town. Like you doing something special today? That's all I'm asking. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, my brother. I'm just asking where you at.
I'm shit. I'm live at 5, man.
You can ask me where I'm at. You don't ask me where I'm at.
You said a mouthful right there, bro. You said a mouthful right there.
You should ask me where I'm at, bro.
Why, man?
As a brother, as a brother, it does. As a brother in between two cities, you should say, "Duh, where you at today?"
But you've already told me where you at, man. Oh yeah, girl.
Yeah. But I'm asking you where you at.
Oh yeah, I'm in Houston, man.
All right, see that's what I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm talking about? We are a platform of we are well traveled men in life. You know what I'm talking about? No telling what 16 Shots podcast pop up. You know what I'm talking about?
You're right, man. I've been. How was your travels, man? I know you've been traveling,
man.
About here and there.
Tuesday, 12-hour trip from Atlanta to Houston with a full U-Haul and a heavy ass slow race car on the back. So
race car. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Crown Vic is a 4-door slow race car, bro. It sounds fast, but it goes slow.
You got the brrr on there now, man.
Always, man. It's always been on there, bro.
What's your favorite moment in the Crown Vic, or can you not say that on the air?
I don't have a favorite moment in them. I just love Crown Vics, bro. I'm gonna keep.
What's about your Crown Vic?
Which one?
What's your favorite moment?
I've had 4, so you got to ask me which one out of the 4.
Okay, out of the first Crown Vic, what's your favorite moment?
Well, that was a LTD, but man. My favorite moment? I don't know, bro. I had a lot, bro. The funniest moment was when you chipped your tooth, though.
On the beer bottle? Because you was driving bad as usual?
Yeah.
You driving fast or bad? Yeah, man.
So my favorite moment in the 87 is when I was on the freeway.
Yeah.
And I was being fast and furious. And I switched lanes in front of an 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
And as I was switching lanes too close in front of the 18-wheeler, the bitch cut off.
Your car.
My car cut off. So at that time in life, I had to throw it in neutral and start it back up and throw it back in drive. It happened all the time. It was a normal occurrence. It just happened at the wrong time.
So you feel like you feel like speed racer, huh? You feel like you had. I mean, that's we all have like amazing moments that nobody's there to see sometimes. that, man, if I'd have a camera on, man, I'd be on America's Most or America's Greatest Videos or whatever video show you could think of that
Well,
you'd have been viral.
I thought I was gonna die. Let me be honest with you. Thought I was gonna die.
And that's your favorite moment, the time you thought you was gonna die?
Yeah, man, it's like an adrenaline rush, bro. Near-death experiences.
Oh man,
I love nightmares. So like some people like to just have regular dreams. I like to have nightmares.
Well, it gets deep with you, man. Sometimes
I like nightmares, bro.
I am not a psychologist.
I don't like.
I'm not here to judge you in any way.
I don't like the for real nightmares, like being pulled over and sent to jail for life. I don't like those nightmares. I like the supernatural shit, like fucking axe murdering alien is following me through the woods and I'm fighting back, and I'm doing some amazing MMA shit to the alien axe murderer. You know what I'm talking about? Them nightmares I like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like no shit that can happen. Like I'm driving down West Ham and get pulled over by HPD and they're like, he has a gun. Pop, 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 pop. No, and then I really didn't have a gun. It was just my wallet. I don't like them nightmares.
So okay, let's like you always try to let's examine that. So you say aliens attacking you and you do amazing MMA moves on the aliens.
Yeah.
So these are humanoid aliens, I'm assuming.
Yeah, humanoid because in my mind, the aliens are all humanoid type beings.
Okay, I can ride with that. Because in my brain, when they say aliens and attack and blah 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 blah, I always think to myself, if you touch them, their alien secretions are going to secrete some kind of venom or something that's going to burn through your skin.
Nah, I like the logic. But in this case, in this case, our biologies aren't too different.
Okay.
But I feel you on that one as well. Sort of like the actual movie Alien, when if you can kill that nigga, but his acid like blood is gonna fuck you up. Well, you know what? Since we're here, bro, hold on. You didn't ask the most important question of the day, bro.
Yeah, man. When's the next time you coming to Houston, man?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. That's not the most important question, but to answer that question, young Dub will be hopping in the Silverado, and I'll be back to the H-Town on the 30th.
30. Okay. Oh, that's a day, man. That's a day.
That's like a day. A week. So this time next week, the 16 Shots podcast should be live.
I don't know if it's gonna be live that day.
Well, no,
I'm not. I don't think we'll be live that day.
What's going on the 30th, bro?
I mean, I have an event on the 30th.
No, that's great. That's great. The more important thing is I will be back in Houston. So
yeah, okay, yeah. Could we some hand claps for that, man?
Oh yeah.
See, I can't even hear your hand claps.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
You're probably on your, yeah.
It might be on my side. Hold on. Definitely on your side, but no, it might be my cord. The most important thing is you can hear them on the recording.
Yeah. No, I'm going to alleviate that issue right now. I'm going to go to the old school. For some reason, I don't know how, but we just got away from the dings, man, and that was a staple of the pod. You know what I'm saying? The dings.
Well, once we get back in person, you can just plug up and you can ding away and pause.
Yeah. So, what is the name of this podcast?
Now let's begin the story.
Oh, that's definitely
that time, motherfuckers. Dub down, motherfuckers.
H-Town's finest 16 Shots podcast.
I'm lightning with the blam blam.
Yes. It is the 16 Shots podcast with the one and only Young James Boogie and the phenomenal AR Dub.
Tell me how you took it. I'm gonna tell you what I meant.
Phenomenal, bro.
Phenomenal. That's one of them thing words, man. See what I'm saying?
Well, we gotta roll into the bullshit first, though. But you go ahead.
Game of Thrones. Where you at on that so far?
I'm an episode behind. So I gotta watch last week's episode and this week's episode. So when I get through with this, I'm gonna roll in the room with the female, and as we pack up some more odds and ends, I'm gonna watch both episodes.
Okay, Andor. Where y'all with that?
See, I've been packing. I haven't had time. I'll probably check out Andor tomorrow. I know it's like 4 episodes up. So,
and it's only like 30 minutes long, so you'll catch up with that quick.
That ain't bad because I actually started watching it earlier today and had to stop.
Mm-hmm.
But it seemed the little 10 minutes I saw was fire.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's not the word I would use. Fire ain't the word I would use, but you know.
But I like Star Wars, so I mean, I thought Solo was fire. But so I like the story they telling.
Whoa! Did you say you thought Solo was fire?
Cause it's like a younger version of them, you know what I'm saying? So it was fire to me, bro. Woody
Did
Harrelson.
You say?
In my defense, Woody Harrelson and Thandi Newton and the other nigga made it more fire because they was like a little gang and they was pulling off the little heist. I was
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson was in Solo. Woody Harrelson was his.
I'm not. That's how
Woody Harrelson was like his OG.
Unmemorable it was. Yeah. He sure was.
Yeah. Woody
that's what I'm
Harrelson
saying.
was like his OG.
Exactly,
then,
man.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna tell you what made the movie. I'm gonna tell you what made Solo kind of trash, and it's fucked up because it ain't this dude's fault.
What? That he was not a good actor?
Childish Gambino ain't giving me like Lando vibes, bro. But I mean, when the one and only Billy D. Williams was Lando, it's kind of hard to replicate that. Like, I don't know if it's a nigga on Earth that can give you Billy D. Williams Colt 45. I'll fuck all the hoes vibes, bro.
I mean, when you Billy D. Williams, man, you have to have somebody. First off, and this is a pause moment, but Childish Gambino doesn't elicit the women's panties.
No, I feel you, bro. It's not gay. It's not gay to say that Childish Gambino isn't the man's man that Billy D. Williams was or still is.
The man's ladies' man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
When you the man's man, it's like, hey man, that man's the man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. That brother right there. You can't even. You got he. At no point have I thought that brother named Childish Gambino. Like you'd be like, oh man, Childish Gambino. You know what I'm saying? But that brother. Man,
that's a cold piece that brother got on his arm. You know what I'm saying about Childish Gambino?
No. All you think is stay woke.
Oh, look at this jive turkey. You know what I'm saying?
Look at this jive turkey.
We was born in the wrong era, bro. I really wish you know what? I'm gonna stop calling people bitch ass niggas when I get mad at them.
What you gonna start calling them jive turkeys?
I'm gonna start calling them jive turkeys, bro.
Hey man, check this out. I've been told several times randomly that I was born in the wrong era, man. It's like, man, you'd have been a fool in the 70s. Like, I think I would have been.
I just wanted to be a cocaine cowboy, bro. When I saw those documentaries and movies as a child, Cocaine Cowboys and I was an adult. When I saw some of them shits early as a child and Miami 5-0, bro, I just wanted to sell drugs. I wanted to be a drug dealer. I want to sell cocaine. I didn't want to sell crack. I wanted to sell cocaine.
Cocaine. You want to sell bricks.
Bricks. I wanted to be a gangster, bro, but I ain't want to be like the gangsters that these young niggas glorify now. I wanted to wear like the Miami 5-0 fly suit. I wanted the convertible Lambo, like the 1983.
This guy right here.
You know what I'm talking
about? This guy right here, man. The pastel. I'm start calling it the pastel thug, man.
Shit. The pastel player. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, I would have had, I got the Cuban hat as it is, so, I would have been walking around this bitch looking like Big Poppy.
You would have had the whole curl.
Part over here like I'm Pablo. All that shit, bro. Hey, man. Hey, man. You take the whole brick, man.
I think that
Big Cuban. You know what I'm talking about?
My shenanigans level in the 60s and 70s would have been, it'd have been accepted way, look here, baby. If you think that this is what you don't want, then you walk around. Cause see, I'm riding the train right now, and you ain't doing nothing but slowing the train down, baby. But you talking about cocaine and Miami Vice, and you're talking about Florida, and so this is unique. That we finna go to Tampa right quick, you know what I'm saying, and talk to one of Tampa's entrepreneur. Yeah, Tampa.
I just was in Tampa a month ago.
We can talk to one of Tampa's entrepreneurs, man. He has the unique and distinct the unique and distinct position to be in, where this is one of the guys who I have never had any Facebook back and forth with in a long ever, really. I don't think.
That's probably,
you know what I mean?
That's probably because he is intelligent enough to realize that 83% of the time you be on some bullshit.
Bro, I'll be so right, bro. I'll be so right. When I be saying shit like the worst part about being right is being right, somebody on the outside looking in be like, oh, that's narcissistic or that's self-centered. But what I'm saying is the worst part about being right is being right, because when you are right about something and you come from a perspective and understanding of like, okay, I'm not saying this from how I feel. I'm saying this because I've looked at it from a circular situation.
You know
and
what
I'm
I realized about
the
you?
only logical.
Hold on. You know what I realized?
What?
Okay. There are situations where you are corrected.
Yes, sir.
But just because you're right about the situation doesn't mean your take or your input is right for that time. And that's the part.
What you mean? What? Right?
No, listen.
Right is always right, man.
No, it's not. Right is not always right.
Okay, when's right wrong?
Right can be wrong. Right
can't never be wrong,
being
man.
right can be morally wrong sometimes. Like if you break in my house,
yeah,
and you attack me and shoot at me and miss,
yeah, and you shoot me in the chest,
I'm right to shoot you in the face, bro. But I can realize you are a 13-year-old kid, so I can be like, hey man, get the fuck out of my house. You know what I'm saying? I'm right to shoot you in the face.
Are you right?
I am right, because you tried to kill me, so I'm right to kill you. But it's not the right thing to do.
Okay, so it's not right then.
It is right.
Is that hold up though? I hate that. Is that simple though? Like,
it's not that simple. But what I'm saying,
because that situation, you might be scared for your life. So
I could be
scared
for my life.
Think about that person 13 years old. That person, you know what I'm saying? So
no, you're right.
The reaction might just be the reaction.
It could be. And
you might feel bad later though.
It could be. And it also can be a bad example. But I say that to say sometimes JB be right about something.
Yeah.
But in the context
he be going, I ain't gonna lie, he be going ham on him.
Yeah, in the context of who he talking to and what it is, like, yeah, your take or that concept could be right, but it also is wrong. And you care more about just being right than actually the whole scope of everything that's going on and looking at it and being like, is this the right time and place to say this or make this point? You just want to be right.
No. I think that I care more about
being right.
Look, no. I care more. I care more about, look, we have in our society. See, I'm very, very idealistic when it comes to the way I speak, right? In our society, we have a moral baseline.
But everybody does, though.
Not as an individual, as a society, as people, we have a moral baseline. Okay, man, fucking little kids is wrong. You can't go nowhere and be like, yeah, let's fuck on some 8-year-olds. That's just wrong. That's the baseline. We have a baseline. So, but we tend to move that baseline based on temporary feelings. And so when I come and be like, so I'm like, hey man, let's be very arbitrary and say, hey man, the game be name dropping. And they'll be like, oh yeah. I'm like, y'all moving.
But everybody in battle rap name drop.
Every motherfucking body. Period.
And you said everybody in battle rap though, right?
Everybody.
Battle
period.
Rap is just rap. Everybody name drop. They name drop Gucci. They name drop Adidas, Nike.
Everybody name drops.
Name drop is the part of hip hop.
Everybody name drops. You guys, and this is what I'm saying. You guys are correct. Everybody name drops. Young James Boogie, you are correct about that as well. Everybody does name drop, whether if it's a designer, whether if it's a person. And you know me, I'm a fan of the game. I got every Game album in my phone. But
boy, Cole, he can rap.
Game can rap his ass off, but Game will put out a song. And then that one 16-bar verse, every fucking bar is name dropping a nigga or a female or something. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like
what? But
no,
it's the same shit that Jay-Z do.
What that?
Nah.
Yes, bro. Jay-Z got a whole song called Tom Ford, man. Jay-Z got a song called Blue Diamonds.
Oh, that's a good one. Nobody say nothing about it when Jay-Z do it.
That's why I'm saying he got a whole.
He has a song that
the
says
whole album won't be that,
he
got one song.
he has a song.
Nobody say nothing about it.
No, stop. He has a song that says "I don't pop Molly, I rock Tom Ford." But in the verses, he's not named. He's not named. I get it, but he's saying
you want to bet on that he ain't name dropping the whole song. You want to bet that every verse that he ain't name dropping?
He don't have a 16 full of nothing but name drops.
How much you want to bet?
He don't have a 16 full of nothing but name drops.
Bro, Jay-Z came through with the Basquiat's, and I got what about the one him and Rick Ross?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Hold on.
Coldest ones with the name drops.
It's a difference if I name drop Basquiat or it's
name dropping.
No, nigga, you know what I'm talking about. It's a difference if I'm name dropping in a verse or my verse is name dropping. It's two totally different things.
Hold up. So now
time out though. The Tom Ford song, the whole concept is a name drop.
Exactly.
Because
Rick Ross' whole album.
I don't pop Molly, I rock Tom Ford. But he has substance in the verse. If this was a game song where he's saying, I don't pop Molly, I rock Tom Ford, in every bar of the 16s, he's finna name out a piece of Tom Ford clothing he has by name and the actress that he was with when he wore it.
I think what happens is because a lot of people don't like how the game functions. We view it a different way.
That line gets moved.
The game whole album is not name drop.
It's like
one song could be some name drop stuff, but he had a whole lot of content on his last album, like he's always had on every album. And every once in a while, you hear him drop a name drop and a metaphor, and it's a thing. And when it's the game, we be like, "Oh man, his whole thing name drops." But Jay-Z do the same thing.
Ross.
Kendrick do the same thing. Rick Ross do the
Kendrick.
same thing. Yeah,
Ross is.
Yeah, but maybe my definition of name dropping is maybe it's my definition. If you have a song that says I don't pop Molly, I rock Tom Ford, but you have some substance in the verses, I'm cool with that.
But you don't think Game has substance in his verses, bro? Come on now.
I think Game has.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, it's even tougher.
I just told you it's not every song. He just will put out a song.
Yeah.
For 16 bars, he's name dropping every bar.
But what I'm saying
it's not every song. It might just be one on the album.
What I'm saying is
he do that for the promote. He do drop that like initially for the promotional. Like that's kind of a habit.
It'd be like extreme name dropping.
The first stuff would be he'll do that as a habit. That's California shit.
The Migos do nothing but name drop in like you talking about no substance. Every single bar, something like this. I got this. But it's all they doing. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying about being right and being wrong, and me having that baseline is like, okay, if it's good for the goose, it gotta be good for the gander. We can't. We always tend to like, oh, I like this person. Brett Favre went out here and stole millions of dollars, but they like Brett Favre. They like Brett Favre, so that's gonna be, we talk about it. We don't like Emi Udoka.
Who said we don't like him?
They don't like him. Don't like him.
Not when you say they just don't want to expose what the white boy did.
No, listen.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. $5 million. That's a huge.
Hey, we shouldn't even be talking about how you say his name, homie?
Emi Udoka.
Yeah, bro.
We really should talk about him.
Nah, we should, but we shouldn't. It shouldn't be front line over Brett Favre and over Herm Edwards. No, it shouldn't be.
Exactly, Herm Edwards. They don't like Herm Edwards.
But that
they ain't gonna cover. But they ain't gonna cover how he got fucked over.
This Celtic shit really should be down the line, bro. This some old Young and the Restless type shit, bro. This really
no, it's not. Nah.
What is it? What is
it? It's what happens with him, and there's stuff. There's so much stuff in this story.
Boy, y'all finna get me in trouble.
Look, it's so much stuff in this story because you already know, bro. We already know. If it was just him messing around with his girlfriend, man, they wouldn't say nothing about it. It wouldn't have been nothing. The level that the person that he messed with at first, and the different stuff that he might had to have done for it to be like, hey, we gotta say something out loud. It's levels to it, man.
Man, I heard a player snitched on him.
I heard it was the wife. It was the husband, the COO. He was messing with the wife of the COO of the Celtics.
Yeah.
And they called him. And then in some instance, they was like, y'all stop. And at that point, they didn't stop. So whether they didn't stop and he was like, let's keep going, because it was consensual at first, then at the end, and then it turned out to be that it wasn't consensual anymore. But
it wasn't. So he was raping her.
Nah, bro. Consensual means like we was with it. But then if I'm like, hey, stop texting me
now, so I'm gonna try to cut it off, and now you still bothering me about not cutting it off.
Oh,
exactly.
Okay, so he's still trying to hit, and she's like, "Nah, we can't do this no more." So she stopped.
Yeah, but that's just the time. Like,
I gotta be real careful with it.
Yeah. Or the whole time it's layered, bro.
But no one truly knows what happened, though. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like all of this is none of this has been. No one knows the facts yet. Well, the facts, but we don't know. So all of this is speculation. Even what you're saying.
The facts are that the husband of the chick put a PI on them because he caught them. He caught them on the door cam having a conversation. He overheard a conversation on door cam.
Okay.
That they were having.
To be clear. Those facts are out there.
Okay.
And so he put a PI on them. The Celtics found out in July after this, what you call it. They put a PI on it, right? And so in their investigation,
and people need to know that. I don't mean to stop you, but people need to understand that. Basketball players, I don't know about rappers, but probably the same. When people spend $1 million, a multi-million, or $100 million on you,
100%,
they're gonna put a PI on you. Yep. They'll spend some money to watch you over that contract. And we're not used to that in our community because we do business. We don't put PIs on each other, but 10 million or more.
Yeah,
they got somebody.
That was some of the fuckery around Deshaun Watson. But go ahead though. So
indeed, that's a good.
Yeah.
Okay. So moving forward, so when the PI comes in, now using our common sense and using our context clues, if I come in and say, okay, this was a situation, this is what it was, what we found out, then we as the Celtics are not going to come out and put a stain on our organization by saying, oh yeah, he cheated, right? But if we go in here and find all this other stuff, then now it's like, hey man, we doing damage control, because if it comes out all at one time, they're gonna be like, Celtics, man, y'all let this nigga do XYZ, so and so and so and so. Right.
Now I understand that there's a no fraternization rule with a lot of these sports in front offices and all of that. So I get that. So
no. I'm talking about.
Listen to what I'm saying. So I get that. So outside of him, forcing himself on her, if she just got caught cheating with him, I mean,
if it was just that, then we wouldn't know about it, because we didn't know about Tony Parker and Brent Barry until a year and a half later.
It's a difference if you smashing your teammate. No.
Come on, bro.
It's a difference if you smashing your teammate wife opposed to if you smashing the CEO or the owner's wife. You know that.
All right, and I ain't what I have to say it, but I think that has to be said. Because at the end of the day, when we could talk about the fraternation policy in any organization, we could certainly talk about it in the NBA. And I've been around both of these leagues, NFL, NBA, XFL, NHL, enough to know that, the reality is if you put grown men and grown women around each other, they might date each other, right?
Yes, of course.
But the only time it becomes an issue is when there's like a phrase in certain leagues. I ain't going to say which league. When they talk to these people, they come in, hey, ain't nothing upstairs for you. Why don't you take your ass upstairs? Mm-hmm. They don't literally mean upstairs. They talk about
that glass ceiling.
Executives and the owners are up there with the women that they deal with. And you are a player with the women that you deal with. Don't go upstairs dealing with those. Mm-hmm. The complexity with Ime Udoka is because he's a head coach. So he has the ability to go between upstairs and downstairs, as they say in multiple leagues. Not all leagues, but just in general, just using it as an example. And so what he was supposed to do was not mess with it at all. Like, it was off limits.
Yeah.
The only reason you're hearing about people, this whole fraternization, people in these organizations have sex with each other and date with each other all the time. Let's just be real. Men and women are going to do that.
Yeah.
For him to get punished like this means that he crossed a line one of those, like, as we call bro codes that was beyond what they could accept. Somebody feelings got hurt or ego got hurt, and somebody very important said, yo, we can't even let this rock. Yeah. And they probably sat at the table amongst each other, and one person said, yo, whatever, your girl been like that. She been on everybody. We don't care. And then the next person said, yeah, for real. And then he said, all right, well, I'm going to take, maybe he said, this is just an example. And he said, nah, but y'all got to do something about it because he got to be held accountable for it. It's not acceptable. And then they come to the middle ground of, all right, whatever. We know my co-owner or the homie's wife has been wilding like this, but he can't handle it. So we gotta do something about it. We don't want to fire the guy because he just took us to a championship, but we have to do something because he has to be put back in his place because my partner said he has to be put back in his place. Exactly. Yeah, I feel my partner is corny for this sucker shit. But at the end of the day, this is my business partner and he got the bread. But I got to hold this guy accountable. We could replace a coach, but I can't replace this guy. That's how you know it was somebody extremely, whatever he did was, he crossed the line.
Exactly.
You don't know exactly. Boy, he made some niggas been mad.
And you know, it's like you said, he's in such a unique position because he's a former player. He's a coach. He's a player's coach. He's the type, it's like these guys and these execs feel like they've used their monetary funds and their station in life to be able to get certain women that they normally wouldn't get.
Yep.
And now you have this guy who's right in the middle of exec and coach. So he has all the trappings that make him like it's unfair to them. So they put the punish the hell out of him.
Absolutely how they felt.
Yeah.
They didn't like
that's not even fair. I can't.
Hey man, fuck them, bro.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with you.
I'm not agreeing with. I'm just saying. But
that's how they felt. They was like, man, this dude come in there. These dudes 5'7", 5'8", regular. I don't mean to be just dude. He made Tuco walked in there, 6'5", young, handsome brother, as old as them, but he looked younger, and he in the room with all of them men and them girls they brought in there.
They bankroll, they bankroll or they bank account is their ego, and they feel like because I got this much money, it's a God complex. They feel like they can buy people, bro, and so they feel like I got this much amount of money. You know what I'm saying? I got the baddest whatever trophy wife. Yeah, and you can't. You wish you could hit this, and here come this man. You know he got a bank account, but it ain't matching his.
Yeah, but he got a decent one enough.
He pulling your female off a straight just drip. You know what I'm talking about?
Not even that, because what I'm saying, he's a leader of men.
He's making 11, 15 million a year. Yeah. So he has the money, and he also, to them, he's like, man, this dude taller than me. He looked better than me. He coming there with $11 million a year. When he walked in the room with those guys upstairs, and I've been in those rooms, they are very scared. Black men have to be careful about things.
I'm going to say he also, the part that Dub, you're not even saying is that the people that the masses look up to him. So it's a power element. Jason Tatum and Brown and these guys who everybody's, oh wow, they go to him for advice. And these women in those back rooms see that after the game at practice. They see how idols look at him like, how can, so it's a, but I want to,
on a smaller scale, and I've been in this position before, and this is just a smaller scale on a corporate level. Sometimes they want to be us, bro. Like, they just don't understand how sometimes you can come from where you come from, go through what you go through, and you can have the presence that you have, be able to operate in different spaces, and they wish they could be us, bro. They look at us, and they hate us sometimes. Not all of them. They hate us sometimes because they can't be us. And that makes it even worse.
I can understand what you're saying, but
you can disagree, but I've been in that predicament before. Like, I'm currently in a certain situation now where it's like, the nigga really is mad. Like, damn, I wish I could have said confidence that you have to say X, Y, and Z or operate this way.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to say that your point is valid. I don't want to detract from it at all. So I want yours to stand alone. What I would say is my perspective sometimes is that they also they also feel like I had a head start, man. It's like when you come into a job, you've been there for 10 years, somebody come in 1 year or their first day, and they have the same exact swag, knowledge, appeal that you have, right? And you're not necessarily upset at that person, but in the same breath, you're like, man, this ain't supposed to happen, man. I went to college. I did all these things.
Yeah.
How do they have, we had a 400, 600 year head start. They should never catch us. There's no way. How would you feel having a 400 year head start and somebody's right behind on your neck to the point where I got to change the rules so that it makes sense?
You just said what I felt. My bad. So you just said what I was feeling.
You're kind of saying the same thing.
Yeah. He said what I was feeling, bro.
It's not a hate.
Knowing that, though, and see, that's the thing. Knowing that as Black men, when we enter these spaces, we do have to be more careful about how we step in.
Mm-hmm.
Or
because we may just be acting natural, and us it's just like this is what it is. Just move. I got this. I'm sorry. But somebody might feel a way because we get scared. That's the hard part about being a young Black man or a Black man, period. It's like you might scare somebody unknowingly. You just building, you just do it regular, and all these people were shook over it, and all you doing is living your life.
Yeah.
Hey. So to piggyback on that, so let everybody know to give. I didn't get a chance to give you your props and your flowers, man. Please tell the people your capacity and what you do. You do so much, but some of the things you do and what you're currently going through or building right now in the Tampa area and around the world.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. What I do right now is I'm an IT guy. At the end of the day, I'm an engineer. I was inspired by watching Dwayne Wayne get girls on a different world. That's my favorite joke because it's true. I wanted to be an engineer because I saw Dwayne Wayne. It inspired me. So I became a cybersecurity engineer, and I have a company called SecNet X. And what we do is we teach people cybersecurity. We host companies' websites, and we make sure that they are compliant with HIPAA, PCI, DSS. We make sure you're compliant with government regulations and protect your website. That's how I started. I also started with creating and developing apps for my son, who's on the autism spectrum, creating educational apps. I took some of that money, and then I spent that on buying myself a couple of minor league professional basketball teams, the Tampa Bay Fury and the Sarasota Manatee.
Hold up,
both great teams. Yeah, it's been fun.
We can't hear the head claps, man.
It's okay. It's on production. It's on the production.
Oh,
it's okay.
I didn't know. Yeah.
So you can't hear me. I know you pushing the.
I'm on a whole different setup, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I love it, man. It's like basketball is what taught me life. It is also how I got out to. I grew up in Southern California, Southeast San Diego, right where they call it the Four Corners of Death. So if you cross one street, it's neighborhood Crips. The next street is Rolling 60s. Other street is 5-9 Brims, and the other street is Pyru. And that's where I grew up. And so my mom and my dad had the foresight to say, yo, you're going to go to this school for a year in high school, but you can hoop. So we're going to get you somewhere different. And because I could hoop, I could dribble the ball a little bit, I had handles. I went out to University City, and they had so many other opportunities, man. They kind of, on one hand, it was bittersweet. It's like, man, I wish we had these opportunities in my neighborhood. Mm-hmm. But I got an A+ computer certification at 18 years old, and it introduced me to this tech world out in California in 2001 that wasn't what it was now. It was like new and burgeoning. So I stuck to it and joined the Air Force and just kept proceeding from there and whatnot. So I say to me, the tech and the basketball all connects. What we're doing in Tampa is Tampa has become one of the premier cities as far as growth over the past 4 to 5 years. So we're glad to be in the midst of that as far as bringing the first professional basketball team that has consistently lasted here. And we won a championship in 2021, the division championship. We only been here 3 seasons. We already won a championship. So we're going to keep pressing on, but we adding the tech to it. First team with an NFT. Man, I can say a bunch of first on all that stuff, but we always do that. We Black folks, so a bunch of stuff we do going to be first. We the originals.
Yeah.
But man, it's just been great because what I want to continue to do is do dope stuff so that the next kid does something doper than me. When I talk to my sons, I have 3 sons. Their ideas are way better than mine. They're great. It's a greater. in the future. So when people say stuff about young black men in the future, I don't agree with them. These kids, they good. They ready. We just got to give them a shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, go to 813furynation.com to learn more about the Tampa Bay Fury. The season starts in November, and anybody who want that work can get that work. Whether you up north in Chicago or New York, because I had to say that specifically before. Schedule a game. Stop hiding.
Y'all need a spot up shooter in the corner, man. Because
we always need spot up shooter.
I'm good from on the team. I'm good. I'm good from man. I'm good for maybe a good 16 minutes, man. I had a game today, man. I sucked ass today, but man, I hurt my back. So I mean, before the game, I went to the game hurt, so I shouldn't even play. But
I hear that. But sound like me. I be trying to get out there with the youngest, but it's tough. Oh, one more thing about the team, man. Go to Spotify, Tidal, every single thing, man, and listen to the stream the Tampa Bay Fury theme song, man. Made by Ma Easy. Great artist. He's done theme songs for Stone Cold Steve Austin and most of your favorite wrestlers. He does the wrestling theme songs, and we got him to do ours this season. That's all, man. That's enough. That's as much self-promotion as I can do, man. 813furynation.com, man. I appreciate definitely you guys having me on. I love talking.
We're gonna do more. We're gonna do more self-promotion, man. You still got the Fury in the background, man. You know what I'm saying? I need some gear.
Yeah, I see that.
I need some.
Okay, I got
link me to where I get some gear at, man. Because I do the gear.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
So Houston has a huge Dub out this conversation. You can get in your phone. We've been talking about Spark Play. We've been talking about basketball. Houston has a really rich semi-pro pro basketball culture.
That's a fact. Them boys cold.
How and I know Chicago the same way, New York the same way. How do you guys reach out to those cities to say, hey man, because what I've learned the hard way is that people don't, most of the time it's not the talent, it's the mentality of the talent, right? So you can go to Chicago and find some guys that, man, you should be in the league, but I don't want to leave home, or I can get more street money, or it's just things, whatever. So do you have that issue? And I've been to Tampa a couple times now, maybe within the last 4 or 5 years. And when I went there, I noticed that, like I said, it was the mentality of the people, or where I went to, and it was like the mentality was like maybe like a third world, or maybe like where you can go to pockets and find talent, but the mentality of the talent didn't match what I would like to hate to say it, but what New York and Cali has. New York and Cali understands that we have outlets. So if I got to change a little bit to get into this outlet, if I got to, cover up these tattoos this month, or if I got to put these sleeves on, or if I got to, I'm going to do that because I know the next step is the bag. The next step is.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to stay real to my whatever.
That is a great conversation to have because it absolutely matters. Like we do run into that. It's like, it's not like the lack of skill is there. We in the South, we in Florida. So there's athletes galore. They can play, they can hoop, they can play football, man, they can play any sport.
Yeah.
But because a lot of them haven't seen, like a lot of times seeing it, like you mentioned Chicago and New York. If you're from Chicago and you went to a high school in Chicago and you was the tops, you could probably mention 5 or 10 players on your hand that went to the NBA from your high school.
Mm-hmm.
And in New York, you can say the same thing. That's not the same for Tampa. So they haven't really, they're just now seeing it translate.
Yeah.
They're just now. If it was football, totally different. Football, they know that translate because it's Florida. They know that translates straight to the NFL. They know that in football. Basketball, Tampa's not necessarily a basketball city quite yet. We're getting it there, but they recognize that, it translates as far as football. They do not recognize that in Tampa yet, but we're getting there. So when we have guys like, and I want to give him his props, Maurice Spates, who grew up in St. Pete. Spates, NBA champion. He grew up in St. Pete. He has a league now. He's doing exactly what Drew League does here. Then you get people coming out. You start to create that culture where, it translates to this next level. we're sending guys. The past 3 years, we've been sending guys overseas to play basketball that never left the state. So they didn't realize that basketball could translate into that next level. And they were you talk about really skilled dudes. You saw them play. What? Imagine how skilled they are from what you saw, and they didn't even know it could translate to Israel or to Germany or to G League and anything that this is all new to them. It's like, oh, I got skills and they can go somewhere else, because they just thought I got skills and I could just do tournaments in Florida. Cash
tournaments. I can get the 4,000, the 3,000.
Yep, and they love that. It's an addiction here. It's in cash tournaments.
To put some, I don't want to say salt, but just to put some. What's happening in Houston, what I see, and I don't know if it's like in Tampa, but now they specialize. So they'll be like, okay, we got the Fila Hoops League over here, where it's Filipinos only, or they got the 6-footer under league, or they got the Latino league, and so you're not watering down, but to an extent, you're kind of like closing down the market, where it's like it's not the
under league, bro.
It's a bunch of 6-foot under leagues.
You telling me I can come be Shaq? I can come be Shaq at 6 foot linebacker D tackle size, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
they got 6 foot unders. They got 5-7 leagues.
Do they have? I do see a lot of people specializing, but some of those have rules though. If people really look overseas, there are rules like that in the overseas leagues. Like it's like, you could play in the Korean league, but only 2 Americans can play on that team.
Now, when I went over, it was like, now you can't have 2 Americans. You can't just have a whole team of Americans.
Oh, they're gonna dominate, nigga. Everybody 5'5".
Not even that. It's just, but it goes back to them knowing like, shit, this ain't y'all. This is ours. We're not gonna come. This is our league
for us.
Yeah, we're gonna fill it up with our people first, and let y'all come over and teach us what y'all know.
Enhance it. Yep.
Yeah, and if we get to the point where we can eliminate y'all, like Spain, like Yugoslavia, Australia, to the point where we eliminate y'all together. We might have one coach from the U.S. or we might have one trainer, but we got to the point where we don't need y'all no more, man. We don't even want y'all no more. We'll build ourselves and run our own leagues. But
let me ask you I don't know if we can we fault them for that, or
I appreciate it. I understand the logic. It's like, wow, that's my whole conversation about the African American experience in the United States. Like, we are quick to feed into somebody else's shit, but we don't want to sit down and just be like, you know what, this is ours, and y'all can't get like it. Whatever it is, this is ours. And y'all can only be participants and helpers. Y'all can't be owners. Y'all can't dictate no culture. Y'all can't dictate no rules. This is ours. Y'all are just watching from the sidelines. Y'all not. I don't care how much money you come with. You know, like I said, you can go.
I'm glad you're here. I want to ask y'all a question. Well, hold on. I don't want to pivot off of basketball. Y'all on y'all basketball thing, man. Just a linebacker.
Well, we kind of on community economics too at this point.
I'm glad we're here then. So look, this is why I've been trying to figure this out for the longest. Especially with this. I ain't gonna say new. It's been going on for a minute, but it seemed like every other week, some young rapper is getting killed or gunned down or whatever. So I'm trying to figure out how come hip hop is old enough now. We have enough billionaires in hip hop as we like to brag about. Why we don't own hip hop? Why we don't own that space?
I think because it's hard. I don't think you can own an art or an art form.
You can't, but like Leor Cohen should not be, and this might sound like hate. I don't think Leor Cohen should have the position in hip hop that he has. He shouldn't have it. He only has it because it was given to him. Like we as our artists gave him validation.
No.
Why not?
He took that, bro.
But that's a problem, though. He should have been in a position to take it.
No, because he introduced us to, I don't want to say that J word that ends with a ooh, but he brought.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna say, bro. We already about to get canceled because of stuff you say all the time, man. I can't be this
I don't know what this J word is that ends with a ooh.
So, guys like Leor Cohen introduced us to the mainstream society,
exactly,
hip hop, to where we could get this money that we may not. It may have been less money if not introduced to all of these other fans.
Man, I feel
And
like
so he bridged that gap.
But what I'm saying, even more so, the mindset and the thinking is what he came in with. Okay, look, y'all don't understand that y'all sitting on money. Y'all really are money printers. Y'all print money over there. Yeah, it is.
I don't think he's the only one that realized that though.
No, he's the one but he's the one that's like, okay, we're gonna stop doing the chitlin circuit, and we're not gonna even worry about that, and we're gonna go straight to Reebok and be like, hey, Reebok, cut that check. We're going straight to the big dogs and saying cut that check. And because as hip hop for the longest, we never had that mentality to be like, we not gonna, like they always say, we had the conversation last time. They're like, go on the streets and get hot. Like, no, man, the conversation should be, if I'm setting the culture and curating the culture, how can somebody else tell me how to go get how to be relevant?
I think when somebody say go on the street and get hot, it ain't how you making it sound. I think when somebody says go on the street and get hot, they're saying literally go move your record. Now, what I'm saying is, I think it's weird to me that you fast forward 20 years and the Jay-Z's of the world and the Puffies of the world, all these niggas are screaming independent this, independent that. Dame was on that shit 20 years ago. And 20 years ago, they were saying Dame fucking up the business. He don't know how to talk to people. You can't do that. He this, he that. And then you fast forward, now you're trying to go do the same shit that Dame Dash was telling y'all to do 20 years ago. Some of the major players in hip-hop wouldn't even be on if it wasn't for Dame Dash in some capacity.
I agree, but I got a harder question. You believe that these dudes are really trying to do that?
Do what?
Hey, talk to him.
Trying to do what?
Talk to him. I said, you can't hear your drops.
I love them. I don't. They're not that. They're not that. Like if you that's the thing. If you're really that, like Dame is really that.
Oh yeah, I know one. No, Jay ain't.
Jay
For Jay. Jay ain't trying to put. Jay is not trying. In my humble opinion.
That. I love that.
He ain't trying to put all people on. He trying to put his pockets, fill his pockets. I don't think he's trying to do what Dame
I was going to say he has a different way of doing business than, like, there are these people in business that I recognize that are like, they're merger type people. And then there are these dudes who just really have these extremely independent personalities.
Yeah.
And it's just hard to adjust to. Right. I know who I am. I know that I have an extremely independent personality. And I know that I would have gotten further not being like, I would have gotten further faster even now, not being who I am. But I know who I am. I can't operate that way. But I also understand that other people ain't that. They don't like that level of conflict. They're genuinely not that. So they're deal makers. Jay-Z is a partnership, merger, deal maker type of person. It don't make him a bad guy. But it can make him the wrong person for certain situations. So when we start talking about black business and complete independence, it's why I say Master P different.
Yeah.
Than all of them they talking about. He may not have made so much money, but when it came down to it, Master P said, yo, all right, cool. I'm gonna create it myself. I'm gonna go talk to the people that make soup myself and make cereal myself. So he did it. But that's not Jay. Jay gonna say there's a faster way. I'm more innovative. Somebody already does that, so I'm partnering with them to do that. But when you do that, then you lose a little bit. You always lose a little bit of power in partnerships. But you can also change the amount of funding and then leverage it later.
Yeah.
But
and that's what I'm saying.
That's where black people's conflict always is. It's like we get to a point in our business where it's doing really, really great.
Yeah.
Then now it's like, how can we shift to the next level? Should we make this deal to push it to the next level? Because it's going to change everything. Should we? Because we got people to pay for it, right? We got people to feed. So it's like, I was offered, even when I talk about like before the Tampa Bay Fury, the Sarasota Manatee team, it was a losing team. And some folks from a particular culture, they gave me a podcast show. I was on a podcast, but they gave me that so that eventually they can offer $30,000 to buy 30% of the team and then take it over and move it to, I think, 30 miles south where it just wouldn't have been us anymore.
Yeah.
But if I had done that, there's a choice to this. Like, okay, if I take that deal, these players get paid this amount, I get paid this amount. So you're helping feed people's families. Yeah. But if I do that, I don't know that that's going to be the same the next year after. They might get rid of all of them. So now we have to make these complicated decisions as business owners.
It's not
I don't know that
complicated
I would
though.
have been wrong if I took
It
that
ain't
deal.
complicated. It ain't
These niggas would have
complicated.
got paid. That's what it got paid.
But it ain't
Now,
complicated.
would I have been wrong for selling?
Yeah, it ain't
Because them brothers
complicated.
would have got, but them brothers would have got paid. I would have
I
got
don't
paid.
think you would have been
Everybody's happy.
wrong.
How's that wrong?
I don't think you would have been wrong. It's just it's a business decision. So at the
No,
time,
man, no, but we ain't talking about business.
No, I didn't do it.
We're not talking about business though.
What we talking about then, bro?
Because if we talking about business, business has no heart. Business has no emotion. Business has no. All business cares about is the end, the numbers. How the numbers fix. If we talking business, then color don't matter. Culture doesn't matter. That's what Lior talks business. He like shit. Okay, numbers. We gonna have this. It's 0.95 is what the stream is. That's the business of it. Fuck what the influence that you have in the culture and what the long-term effects of. We talking about business.
Well, but see, that's my thing though. Like Lior is strictly business because all he looking at is the numbers and the dollars. But I'm saying with us, we at one point I get what y'all saying. At one point we hip hop is young. We needed help to get hip hop to the status with some of the other genres. It's there now. We have billionaires in hip hop. I get we have certain things like United Masters. Dame got his own streaming company. I don't understand how come we as billionaires in hip hop now, we aren't owning hip hop. Like at this point, we should own hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I feel like creators should be running to Dame Dash to figure out, and me included, us included, how we can get on your streaming service. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a new artist, I'm probably finna go find out, hey man, how can I get on United Masters, or are there other black owned labels or distributions companies like United Masters that I can be a part of, where we can own more of our genre, our music. We can take more control over this influence and stop a lot of the bullshit that's going on within the genre or the culture, as they like to say it.
So you talk about a mixture of business and a mixture of, you talking about morals within business, and that's my point. Is the reason why, if I look by the numbers, I would have sold that team and got all the homies paid, and they'd be like, "Yo, you lit."
Yeah, but that ain't.
But
morals,
when I thought about it long term, I said, I'm not doing that because there's more to that. We own the content that we already videoed, and you already did this. There's more to it, so I didn't do it. But that's tough long term to sell somebody, right? Because give me my $2,000 now, give me my 20 grand now. But it's with a lot of issues that black companies have with their partners and employees. A lot of people be like, "Yo, I'm on my bread now." Oh, what you mentioned about Dame Dash? Everybody know Dame Dash is running around Lakeland and Tampa right now. He owns part of a semi-pro football team that's here, and he's starting a studio up in I think Winchester or something like that, somewhere in the Lakeland area. So if y'all want to reach out to him in Tampa, whole area, Tampa, Polk County, definitely do, man. He's looking to do some stuff here. That's all. I'm
gonna say, like you were saying about the business. Okay, first off, I have honest ass conversations. We don't get taught business ethics as black people. We don't get taught that. This hinders us as a culture immensely and repeatedly, right?
Why we don't get taught it though?
Because we don't get taught it because for two reasons. One, because we're usually in a feast or famine type of market where like we got to get it. Yeah. We don't have like when you go to school, they don't tell you to be an engineer because you like it. They tell you to be an engineer because you make money.
Yeah.
We're not taught to be something that we like. They're taught to be something they like because they feel, and I'm saying they can be anybody, but they're like you can do whatever you want because they understand that having the bag is not the goal. Being happy is the goal. So if I'm happy, the bag coming with that. If I'm happy and enjoying what I'm doing and loving my profession, how can I not get the bag? And even if I don't get the bag, what am I bad for? I'm loving what I do.
But that goes.
I'm living.
That speaks to some of that head start you spoke about earlier, where a lot of times we're not in a position to just go out and say, I'm going to do this because I love it. I'm in a position to say I'm doing this out of necessity. I gotta put food on the table. I gotta keep covered over our head. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be the breadwinner. So a lot of times,
I agree.
A lot of times when we go into it, we already behind the 8 ball as you speak, and we trying to play catch up. So now I'm out here doing this not because I love it, but because I'm getting the bread to take care of what I need to take care of.
Okay, question for both of y'all. Growing up as a young African American person, what was your family building towards? What was your family like? What was your family saying? Okay, we doing this. What was your family building towards?
I don't think my parents had that building mentality. Like my dad worked. I had a work ethic. I saw a man supposed to get up and provide for his family. My mother got up and worked and helped my dad provide for the family. So I had two parent household, and they both were great examples and worked. They had savings, of course, save for a rainy day, put up for a rainy day. That's what I heard. Put up for a rainy day. You never know if you're going to get sick, you be out of work. You need to put up for a rainy day, have some savings. Now, I didn't have the family, you know what I'm saying? My mom and my dad, they weren't hip to investing into trying to start this business entrepreneurial spirit over here. Nah, my old man was a country dude who grew up picking cotton, playing football, and from there welding, working a factory job. And at that time, if you get this factory job with this skill, my nigga, you made it. And my tea lady was, if I get this secretarial job here doing this, that, and third, nigga, we made it. So that's the mentality that they had. Buy a house, have a family, save for a rainy day.
Yeah. And oh, there we go. I can hear myself.
I agree. I mean, man. My mom had me when she was my mom was brilliant. She was 15 years old. She had me. She graduated high school that same year. So she had me about 16 years old. My dad was 17. So they didn't really have, you know what I'm saying? They're not thinking about the build. It's like, how do we survive?
Yeah.
Exactly.
They not even, they like, how do we get through the next day? My dad was a drywall guy. He was a labor guy. So thinking about the long term just wasn't there. It was like, how do I get through the next day to pay the next bill? My mom, on the other hand, like he said, it was very interesting because she continued to get educated, and she was a genius. She was already smart. So she often became secretaries at different like large companies. And so even though she may not have had like all the power, she knew where the information was. So she made sure to like take his son to work days so I could see how they operated KPMG or SAYAC and stuff like that. She knew she wasn't going to be president of that company, but I got to see it. But he was just surviving. We didn't have, unfortunately,
and that's my point.
We couldn't build. We was just trying to eat and live.
And that's my point. My point is saying that as a collective, as a diaspora, I hate that word. I can't say it right. If Dub was on his note, he could push the button and say ding, and we get. But anyway,
I don't have a ding.
I know, man.
I just got Pimp C quotes.
But okay,
no,
so
I was gonna say that. I can't say that quote.
But what I was gonna say is what's unique about it is that and I love the way y'all answered, because what y'all said was that we were trying to make it, our family was trying to make it, so it was trying to get to the next day. But what I'm saying is like what other cultures do, they have that same struggle, but they're like, okay, since we struggling already, I'm not going to go struggle working for that guy, because I know that guy over there doesn't have any influence or any help or he doesn't want to help my community at all. I'd rather go over here, and I might not make $20 an hour. I might make 15, I might make 12, but I know what this guy is doing. He looks like me. He has my same issues, or we're working in the same motion, so that I'm gonna say it. If I'm Hector Garcia and I'm gonna go work for so-and-so Martinez, I'm understanding that even though the Martinez might be more ahead of me, they might have more whatever than me, we're working in the same motion. But what we will do, and it's a product of slavery. Of course, I understand that slavery and some of these issues. What we will do is we will look over our businesses and go work for them, because that dollar is more important than our overall community economics. Like, okay, like there's no reason why Timmy Chan's or Johnny Dang should be a thing. How can they take something that we do and okay, we all run to Timmy Chan's? Like, why? I don't care what the price point is. That's a chicken spot.
That started before Timmy Chan's and all of that, right? That started because that's everybody ignores this portion of what Carter G. Woodson wrote. We talk about the miseducation of the Negro a lot, but everybody ignores that portion. Yeah. The largest portion of his book was specifically talking about when we for an example in this book, like Lisa mama was named Nancy. And Nancy used to take her every day to the dry clean. Her mama had a cleaning company and she used to clean stuff. She cleaned white folks' suits. She cleaned black folks' suits. She had a cleaning company, a dry cleaner, essentially something similar in that neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And then she made that money so that Lisa could go to college. And what Lisa and other communities do is go get that degree and they come back and take over that family business and continue and expand that. But around that time period, what Carter G. Woodson was upset about was that's not what was happening. You started a small business in your community, cleaning dishes, cleaning whatever, and then you did that so those kids would take off to college and go get an education and come back and run the company, but they didn't. They went and worked for white folks' companies, and those white folks came back and bought all of those restaurants and all those dry cleaners in your community because your child didn't come back to say, okay, now that I got an education, mom and dad, I'm gonna run the company and I'm gonna expand it. And that's the problem we had. That's the gap we had is the transference. Because we thought that it was so much shinier, and that ain't necessarily the kid's fault. Yeah. We told them it was so much shinier over there. Mm-hmm. And when you get education, you can go over there with them folks because it's so much shinier that they did it. Instead of telling them that go get your education and bring it back here and run. Like I tell my son, you're supposed to run my company. Some of that's what Carter G. Woodson was fussing about.
Some of that was because I don't think some of the parents or the older generation put that much value into what they truly built. So in their mind, they thought, I'm building this, I'm doing this. I got this cleaning company. Mm-hmm. To be able to, like all parents should want to do. I'm doing this, I'm sacrificing so you can go out and get a better education than me and be in a better situation than I'm in. Because some of them didn't see the value in what they had. They saw me, I'm doing this, I'm getting by, but I'm generating enough money to send you off to Howard or TSU or Prairie View, wherever it is that you go.
You got to generate money to go to TSU on
Morris Brown.
TV,
you got to throw them in there too.
You got
So you don't value your institutions how you put up your
your rights.
I'm
fucking with you, man.
So you know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact.
They did that.
Yeah, that's
and then they went out and they got the education, and the parents weren't promoting, hey, come back and run my cleaner so we can expand and we can have 5. They're saying, hey, go out there and get that accounting degree and go work for that firm over there. You know what I'm saying? Go work for that Fortune 500 company over there.
Yes, sir.
And that's when we as a society start putting more value on getting the bag, working for somebody else, opposed to getting the knowledge, bringing it back and putting it back into our communities. And that's why we have the situations with gentrification that we have. That's why
the bag is the problem, bro. The bag is part of the bag is the problem. No, the bag is the 100% problem, bro. Because
it's not 100% the problem.
It's 100% problem, bro.
Getting the bag
money is the great. Money is the great. It's a great compromiser, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Money is a tool. You got to have money.
No, money is the compromiser, bro. It's not a tool. It's a compromiser, man.
Money is the tool, bro. You got
a tool, bro.
100% money is the tool, bro.
It's the compromiser, bro. Because at the end of the day, they're going to use the money to compromise you, bro. They're going to be like, okay, what you going to do for this money, man? And now you talking to three intelligent people right now. So the way we seeing it, like, yeah, you saying it's a tool, but we're not talking about us, bro. We're talking about Joe, average Joe. Average Joe is gonna be like, shit, if you give me enough money, I'm gonna do it. If you put the right price tag on a nigga, I'll shoot you in the head.
That's a person. That's not on the color.
That's average Joe. That's what I'm saying. Money is the compromiser.
This was always interesting with me. Like I'm a HBCU graduate, but I also went to grad school at Cornell with dudes with money, and they would describe it in the same way both of y'all describe it, except much, much colder, right? He said it's a tool. You said it's a compromiser. It's both. The tool is used to compromise you. I'm using the tool to compromise your morals.
That's what I'm saying.
It is absolutely a tool to compromise.
To compromise you, man. So if I know,
here's what's crazy about it. They don't even view it as important. I always tell people, yo, people with money don't care about money like the way poor people do. Mm-hmm. They just looking at it as like a sprinkle to you to get you to do something. They care about the influence, the connections, and the power more because they could get everything else off of that. They not even
the claps right there, bro. That's the claps right there, dog.
But that's why I say it's a tool, though.
The shit we pay for, they don't even pay for it. They friend got a car lot. Here's the car.
Watch this, Dub.
But that's why I say it's a tool, though. Like, you can't sit here and act like that you can't get shit done through life without money. Like, you have to have the money to get certain shit done.
No, Dub.
What do you mean? We can't even even do something as simple as post this pod without money, book.
Dub. When we was doing music, right? We used to be in a group. I used to rap them all the time. We used to be in a group, right? When we went to San Antonio or Austin or wherever we went to perform, right? When we did a fire show, did we pay for our drinks?
It's beyond paying for drinks.
I asked you a question. Did we pay for our drinks?
I pay for my drinks, so I don't know.
Why'd you pay for our drinks? Because when we did a fire show, every time we did a fire show, they be like, hey, man, y'all, drinks on us. I can remember that vividly.
Nigga, that's after we went to the liquor store and bought the handle of Hennessy before the show. To make the show that fire.
But that don't matter.
So
we're showing you that we ain't have to do that.
No, that's not
our actions. When you get to any point where people appreciate you, they give you things.
So let me ask you a question.
When you are an actor, if I'm a famous politician and I go to so and so restaurant,
handing you stuff.
I get what you're saying, but money's not important. But let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
What tool do we use to get the equipment, to buy the studio time, to get the resources, to put that music out and put that music in a certain person's hands to even be invited to do the show?
Well, okay, I agree with you.
So that's why I'm saying it's a tool.
Nah, but
bro.
what you're saying,
I'm not saying that money is not a compromise. I'm not saying that. I agree with what you're saying. People will compromise everything for money, but I'm also saying money is a tool as well. There's certain shit you can't get done without money. One of the reasons why I'm not on my second stint out of jail and you are not in your third stint in rehab is because we didn't have enough money to get our music and our label where it needed to be successful.
I don't agree, man.
I feel like because we would be retired rappers right now.
I feel like we didn't know.
I think either one of y'all are wrong. I think because he's been very specific about it. He's saying like one of the reasons he's being specific. That's y'all. I'm saying that it's kind of like comparing Kylie Jenner to Jay-Z. It's like they're not the same type of billionaire.
No.
Kylie Jenner a billionaire because Kylie Jenner was born wealthy. She didn't have to ask for none. She didn't have to ask for none of that. Like the way you would have to go and present a business plan that asks for the funding for the shit she asked, she ain't never have to do that. She could walk into those offices and be like, if she wanted to be a rapper right now, the equipment you talking about, Kylie Jenner not paying for that. Those people not paying for none of that. They don't got to pay for any of those things. I was in class and in school with those people, and I watched them. I was like, damn, y'all really? So you just gonna? And then I have been invited on yachts, and I was like, so how much my drink costs? Nah, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, they're not amongst those people. Nobody ain't paying each other for nothing.
It ain't even that. Cash me outside chick. You think she paid? She ain't come from no money. She ain't come from no money.
She middle class.
No money. The twins from Florida. The twins from Florida.
Oh, the Island Boys.
The Island Boys. They ain't come from no money. But what I'm saying is, if I'm showing that I'm viable, people with money gonna be like, shit. Okay.
Oh yeah.
We gonna invest in you, man. We need to understand that.
But also at the time that we was doing music, you have to realize the platforms that the Catch Me Outside Girl and the Island Boys had weren't there.
They were not available.
Bro, that don't matter. That don't matter, bro. We didn't understand.
That is a big difference.
It does matter.
We didn't
because
understand.
it makes you more viable. They have ways to sell their viability faster than what you and he did at that time.
I'm saying we didn't understand. We knew that we were talented.
The platform wasn't there, bro.
That's what I'm saying. But see, you're talking about
people. You're talking about people who went viral off of one bullshit ass sensation,
and they could calculate their numbers and present those numbers, whereas a lot of that wasn't available in the past.
It wasn't available. I'm saying that we didn't understand. Like, we understand that, okay, we have a talent, we are talented, we have a vibe, however you want to put it. We felt like we had to go through channels and go through the rat race to get there. If we'd have had the mindset to be like, man, let's just get this, like Jodeci did, like the Wu-Tang did. We're talking about before us. Jodeci did what? Got in a car, drove to New York, and said, we're not coming home until we get signed. Wu-Tang was like, okay, we're not signing as a group. We sign as individuals because we believe in our talent and we know we got talent. Like, the mindset is more important than the path. And your mindset is important. Catch Me Outside, girl. It's the mindset.
We tried to do it on our own, bro. We said, fuck signing a record deal. We tried to do this shit on our own independent.
But we tried to go through the path. We still try to do it on our own, going through the channels. We tried to put out CDs. We tried to do these things like... Okay, I'm gonna say it. So there was a time when MySpace and What's Called first popped off, and I put all our music on MySpace, or I put our music on MySpace. They had a meeting and was like, bro, take it down, man. You tripping, man. What you doing? I'm like, nah, man. Look,
they said take it down because I don't think we had our copyright business.
It don't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. So you talking about the technicalities. I'm talking about, I'm like, okay, shit. How can we get our music to 4-5?
We took it down because we didn't have the shit in place to protect
ourselves. And then what they do, well, hold on, what they do 2 weeks later? Hey, man, make me a page. Make me a page. Put it out anyway.
Having a page for marketing. I'm just saying, don't put the song out if we ain't got the shit to protect us.
But that's what I'm saying. You're not hearing what I'm saying. You worried about technicalities. What I'm telling you is that if we get on MySpace and Sony picks us up, you think they gonna give a fuck if we got if we got the song ain't protected? Man, fuck that shit.
Nah, they figure out the technicalities. There's money exactly. They figure out the technicalities for you later.
They don't give a fuck about that. What I'm saying is the mindset of worried about going through the channels when they run the business. So they make the rules. They don't give a fuck about the shit we're talking about.
So you really don't. You say fuck the rules, fuck protecting yourself. I can put this song out today, and then I can throw it on MySpace, and a big artist can hear it, steal my song. I can't do nothing about it.
Has it ever happened?
I mean, we say it happened with Grills.
I asked you a question. Has it ever happened?
Yes, of course.
Have you ever heard something, man, shit, I had this $1 million hit. So-and-so came out with it, and that don't happen, bro. I
literally just told you, we thought, including you, did it happen with Grills.
Man, it was 3,000 Grill songs, man.
No, it wasn't.
Everybody had a song about Grills, man.
I only heard 2.
If you only heard 2 Grill, if you only had 3. If you only heard 3 Grill songs, then you wouldn't listen to music, bro. Everybody had you got people in California. So you telling me they got grills on the internet that people selling them for $20 a piece? But it's only one grill song.
I'll say this: a lot of people had a grill song, but y'all's might have been the most original. But I can't necessarily speak specific to music, even though I love music and I made some beats myself, and I feel like, this beat sounded similar to mine. Like, I do feel like that a lot sometimes, like really specific. But when I talk about, I'll take it to tech because I understand that in tech. If you come up with a software idea, you build something, and you say to yourself, I'm not going to build this app or put it out there because I think somebody else bigger is just going to build it and spread it out before I do, then you're selling yourself short. You got to get the ideal out there.
Are you going to protect Are you going to protect your idea before you put it out, though?
But what you scared of, man?
I'm going to tell you how we do in tech. No, we shoot the shots, throw it all at the wall. Because I don't have a genuine belief that I wouldn't have came up with the idea if I thought you could come out with it. And if I don't think I can come out with something better and add improvements on it before I wouldn't put it out. No, you got to shoot the shots. I'm not going to hide the shots because I think you might take the same shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to not shoot the 3-pointer because I think somebody else is going to shoot it.
I shoot threes, they shoot threes.
Somebody else is going to shoot the threes too.
Yeah. And so I feel like I'm a better 3-point shooter than you. So fuck it, we can all shoot threes.
So we go play the game, right?
So y'all thought process is fucking. I ain't gonna do no paperwork. If the idea is fire, it's fire. I'm gonna put it out.
Nobody's saying that, bro. But you,
But
I'm
that's
saying,
what I said though. But
no,
I'm saying,
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
No,
The mentality change back. We gonna hold it until fuck the paperwork.
Stop. That's not what we said.
Yeah, I ain't say don't do no paperwork.
We didn't say fuck the paperwork, Boog. You said fuck the paperwork. All we said was take it down until the paperwork. Let us get the paperwork, then put it back up.
How many singles we had on the charts at the time?
It don't matter, Boog.
Listen, no. Ask the question. It matters.
You know,
how
we
many
had zero on the charts.
Okay, so we have zero. We have zero shit on the charts.
It took.
But
five,
you said, hold on. Let me finish.
Let me finish, bro.
Let me finish. We got 0 hits on the charts. We have a computer full of songs. We got this application that says we can put our music on the application. People can hear the song. And y'all like, now take the song down. We got the paperwork. Fuck that paperwork, bro. We do that shit on the backside.
Last time we said fuck the paperwork, a nigga called a radio station saying take your songs off the radio that we was rapping on. Right or wrong?
Fuck that nigga, man. Is he famous now? Is he making money now? Like I'm saying, history will tell you the truth of what, like, you. I'm not saying you wrong. I'm just saying that the mindset, the process of thinking that it has to go through these channels, bro.
Fuck that.
They change the channels every day.
You're trying to make it sound like the process of having your paperwork straight is a stupid process. And no, that's not the case. It is. No, in the long run. No, it's not. No,
okay,
it's not,
watch this. Name me an artist on this planet who was like, shit, I had this dope ass idea, but I didn't have paperwork right, so I never got anything.
I don't even know artists that intimate, so of course I can't answer that question, Boog.
But you can't. You would know the failures of artists. We know. Okay, let's talk about Peter Guns and what's called Lord Tariq. They didn't have the rights.
They paid a lot of money on that.
They paid a lot of money to the Dan, right? But they still got to tour for 10 years.
Right, yes. So you saying
what are we talking about?
Take a shot at it. Is that different from hip hop? You know what I'm saying? I love hip hop, but I'm more so. I don't know, man. I'm a jazz musician, so when I do jazz gigs or I just play, if I record a jazz, like I'm gonna put it out there, and that's it. I don't really think about if somebody sue me for that.
I don't even. That means I'm doing well. If I get to the point where you sue me,
that might be different for hip hop.
No, as a jazz
I think that's the purpose of mixtapes. So I think when you as an artist were doing a mixtape in the mixtape era, that's what it was, bro. It's a platform because you already don't own the beats. It's a platform for me to put the mixtape out for me to show my craft, show I can spit, get my name out there, shit like that. And we were cool with that. And that's what I'm saying. You got to tell the entire story. We were cool with the mixtape shit. Put the mixtape shit out, but we had legit singles on our own beats that we made, our in-house production beats.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, and the whole argument was, Boog, at the time, hey man, on this in-house single shit, original project shit, get the paperwork done first.
Once again, paperwork with who?
You get the paperwork to make sure we're protected.
From what? We made the beat.
Let's talk about copyrighting each song.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. It's our songs. It's digitally copyrighted.
You still got to send it in, Boog. You still
to who? You don't have to. It's digitally it's digitally stamped, bro. Once you make a creation digitally and you put it out there, it's digitally stamped. Why I gotta put paperwork on to say, oh yeah, I made this on June 17th, and I'm the person to put it out.
So what is the purpose of owning your own? So if that's the case, why are you owning your own publishing? Why are you sending this shit in to make sure you're getting credit for it? Why?
Because I'm going through a channel. Because the only reason I'm doing publishing is because I'm putting my music into the hands of another person, and they are chronicling and tagging my music. If I put my music out myself, so why
when you make a logo right now, you don't get a copyright?
How? Why? No, for me.
So you can make a logo for James Boogie Athletics, and you don't copyright it. And Adidas comes by and sees James Boogie Athletics and steals your shit and makes millions off of it, and you can't do shit because your paperwork wasn't right?
Why would I have to do shit?
Okay, so hold on. That's not necessarily true, especially not with music. If when I sit on my piano and I put a video up and I play that's my gig right then, that shit copyrighted because I did it. It's at that moment, that's mine. Nobody could come. If you come back and copy that later, I won't care because I'm a jazz musician. I'll just clown you for not playing it as good as I did. That's how I'm gonna feel about it.
Yeah.
But if somebody come back and do that, I still have the right to sue. The
Exactly.
minute you do it and you record it, it is yours.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm gonna tell you straight up, even if you have the paperwork, it don't matter with record labels. If it's dope and they want to steal it, they're
gonna take it
and fight you in court anyway. Okay. The paperwork not gonna protect you, and that's what sucks. So if you're saying I'm not gonna put it out there because the paperwork will protect me, it won't protect you from Universal.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I keep saying. They make the rules. They make the rules. So
you might be better off putting it out there. All right, yo, we got a good example of that, right? And a good example of how it was handled right now. NBA Youngboy, who just redid and remixed The Jungle from C Murder. He didn't ask or clear that. He just did that as a remix. Mm-hmm. If you were C Murder, yeah, you could go wild out about the paperwork on it. But what C Murder realized was like, hey, he just made it popular. What am I going to do about it from behind bars? Period. And even if C Murder was mad about it, what could he do?
But see, I think
and be a young boy hot. They just gonna put a bunch of that dude just got a $60 million deal. They're gonna put a bunch of lawyers behind it and tell C Murder, yeah, whatever. Shut up, Joe Burt.
But that's
they make the rules.
See,
that's how they gonna do it. I ain't saying it's right, but that's how. Even if he wasn't
game and that young boy,
one person is so much popular than the other that they just gonna put the money behind it and say, we don't care. We don't care. We're taking that song from you.
Game and NBA young boy. A game, NBA young boy didn't clear the verse or whatever. So what Game did? Shit, take him off the song. Like
right.
you think that
take him off.
You think that took traction away from Game album?
Right? He left them on the chorus.
Yeah, took him off the chorus. You think they took away traction from? In fact, even more, it brought more traction to the albums. Like, well, what song was it? Like the curiosity, it piqued the curiosity of the people. Like what I'm saying is
thing we talking about though.
But that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. I'm saying that they make the rules, like they literally make the rules. So you trying to say rules, let's be technically legally right, but they gonna change the legalities how they want to anyway.
If that's the case, then I would have just dropped the pod without getting the paperwork right.
So okay, so you feel like if tomorrow they want to say a 16 Shots podcast with academics in somebody that we can sue them.
I feel like I got enough paperwork to go say we created it first and we have the proof and we have everything we need.
So how you gonna fight their lawyers? How you gonna fight Universal lawyers?
I just go get some more lawyers. I get my own lawyers.
No, but you don't have the pockets deep enough to fuck with Universal lawyers.
So I should just say fuck it and not protect myself.
No, but watch this. So even if you win,
so what the fuck are you saying?
Hold up, listen. So even if you win, you won twice. Because now if you win, whatever they got off you, you won again. So what's the issue?
What are you talking about?
Ain't y'all both right?
That's what I'm saying. What are you talking about?
I'm saying, watch this. What I'm saying is that what you're saying is let's hold up and get it right.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
So you're not saying you didn't. You literally just said we gotta get paperwork right. I'm like, now put it out there.
I'm not saying, and that's where the divide is. I'm not saying let's hold up and stop progress. I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is make sure when we put it out, it's ready to go. Now
I'm saying that it don't matter.
It does matter, bro.
Why does it matter? Because if we did it first and they come out and take it, then we sue and we win. We won twice, right?
You right?
Yes or no?
No, you're right.
I'm asking.
Nigga, I said you right.
Why I gotta be a nigga, man?
Because I said you right twice and you keep trying to antagonize me, nigga. I said you right.
I'm like, y'all both right from what I hear. Like, sound like y'all both there's something similar. Like, if you got an idea that's big enough, get it out there. Don't
get it out there, man. But what I'm saying is, I feel you.
But protect yourself at the same time.
That's all I'm saying.
Paperwork ain't no joke. People will try to steal from you.
They told me to take the shit down. They was like, take it down. I'm like, take it down for what?
And that's what I'm saying. You're not telling the whole.
That's the whole story, nigga. There ain't no extra. Take it down now, nigga. This the story, nigga, because you ain't have to do it. Should I do the shit? So you might hear.
The true story is, my nigga, you should have had a conversation before you did it. It ain't
why?
No, because nigga, you're not a solo artist at the time. You're a part of a group. So if you want to make a move, you should have sat down and had a conversation with everybody first. Maybe if you would have said no, listen.
Oh, that's
maybe
different.
If you would have sat down,
man.
Maybe if you would have sat down and had the conversation, hey man, this is what we should do. I think this is a good look. Man, why don't we fuck with this? 9 times out of 10, everybody in that room would have been like, hey, Boog, go ahead, roll with it. But Boog want to be Boog and just do the shit and then come to us later, and it's niggas involved that didn't understand it.
Okay, question. And we started out the podcast saying the worst part about being right is being right. So at the end of the day,
but you weren't
when
right.
I did it, hold up. When I did it, people had a problem, right?
That's not niggas
hold
didn't
up,
have a problem because you did it.
Hold on, they said did. They said take it down.
You skipping it though, but you skipping what I said.
Well, hold on. When I put it up, what was the conversation? Take it down, right?
Sure.
Okay, so then take it down. You did take it down. So okay, damn. I'm trying to explain now, man. This is what's going on. Take it down. So then 2 weeks later, put it back up and make me a page. So I was ahead of the curve. Not, I don't know, me. I'm just saying I saw it coming, but now it's like, okay, well, I didn't feel you then, but I feel you now. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like, man, fuck all that other shit, man.
Let me ask you a real question. This is a real question.
A real question.
Movements of the pod. Do I just do some shit or do I talk to you about it?
I would assume you would do some shit sometimes, man.
No, you know the truth. Do I just do some shit?
You talk to me, man.
And so that's what and that's the piece you miss sometimes too. Is
do I talk to you before I do some shit all the time?
No, you just do some shit. Prime example.
I do some shit, right? And is the shit fruitful?
I don't get upset about it.
Is it fruitful? Is it fruitful, my nigga?
Not everything.
What have I done that's not fruitful?
Prime example. There's nothing to.
What have I done that's not fruitful?
Fucking up the numbers of the episodes.
That's unfruitful.
We never said there was a season 2, my nigga.
Hey, listen,
we talking about this shit, nigga.
Huh?
we talking about that.
No, we did not talk about it. You said
we did.
No, we did not talk about it, my nigga. You said this is season 2. I said, bro, I have never named a season 2. It's just numbers. I don't know
about specifically your personal business, but
it's not a big deal with me and Boog though, because me and Boog understand each other. So when he did the MySpace shit, I was like, oh, that shit fire. So
it was just funny to me because you sound like a lot like me, where like you're responsible a lot like mine. Like, but did it work? But I've learned over time that like everybody, that ain't the point sometimes. My wife be like, yeah, okay, it worked, but we could have had a conversation about that out of respect for you did. Because I do, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be like, yo, it's a command decision. We about to do that shit gonna work. It's just gonna rock like that. And it'll work, but not even thinking about the fact that, just because it worked don't mean people I didn't disrespect, like people don't feel a way of people didn't like it. Or I could have gave them like some heads up on what I was doing. Yeah. I'm that guy. I'm
and
totally
I'll say
that
this.
person.
Sometimes
so we doing this. We going head steam full forward, and I just do it.
Sometimes you got to make the fucking call. Like, you might be in a situation where you're in front of somebody that can, hey man, if I do this move, if I hand off this CD that we said we weren't gonna give nobody this music to, if I do X, Y, and Z, this can be $1 million move, or this can be a good move, not $1 million move, but just a good move, period.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, shit, all right, I feel you, bro. You had to make you had to make the call. You ain't had time to come talk to 4 different people. You know what I'm saying?
The cold part is I've been wrong before too.
I've been wrong before too. We all have.
When you wrong, it's bad, ain't it?
Like, hold on. Bug ain't never been wrong. You know what I'm talking about? But everybody else has.
Now watch this. It's two things on this. Now, the Southern way of moving is we cook up our, like, people, when you're Southerners, when you're cooking something, you don't have 15 chefs in your kitchen. You cook it up, get it right, hand it to your people, right?
All right.
True.
I'm rolling with you.
That's the same way we treat our industry and our music. We'll cook up, like, every artist Dub, from the South that we know, every artist, they got songs on top of songs just sitting up. Oh man, I ain't gonna list that shit. Now you go to New York, you go to other places, they put music out every 15 seconds. They putting out because they understand that it's and that's what the industry is now. NBA Youngboy is a perfect example of the label telling him, "Now don't put out no albums," and he's steady putting out albums because he know, like, look, man, why I'm holding this for? What I'm holding this for? Why am I holding it? If I'm holding it, I'm not helping myself. Whether it does 1,000 a week or it does 100 a week. My fans want my music. The fans want music. The people want people. They want to see more Denzel movies. They want to see more KD playing. That's why Pro-Am is so. That's why it's LeBron playing the Drew League. All these things are because people want to see their people. So the more that you keep stuff to yourself, the more you're really hurting yourself.
I never said keep anything to yourself though.
That's actually a dope point. Just coming from I'm saying, just me being from Cali. That's what the South, I think, taught everybody. That you just didn't have, like, everything was so regulated on what you would put out. Man, I remember just growing up, Master P, I think put out it was like 3 albums a week. Like,
for real.
And then you would see in the CD case, it would be like 40 artists.
It'll be 3 albums a week, and the best thing about 2 of the albums was the CD case.
And it wasn't even fire music.
That's what
That's
I'm saying.
the cool part.
The only fire music that would get put out would be P's shit, Mystical shit, Mia X.
Yep. But it was so saturated. Like, I thought it was so, the marketing of it, like, it was so overwhelming.
He was wearing
that it was undeniable. It was like, you felt like it had to be hot, even if it wasn't.
I mean,
because somebody hit you with the idea over and over again promotionally. It's like, that's really what NBA YoungBoy is. Like, the majority of his music isn't like the greatest music, but he hitting you so much that it's undeniable. It's like, I'm hitting you with so much that you're gonna see it regardless. That boy
be singing more than anything, man. Like, I'm guaranteeing you that 80% of his songs is him going in there and getting high.
Now, what you not finna do, Bug, is be 40 plus trying to make us feel bad about not letting you sing in your 20s, my nigga. Now, that's an executive decision I'm gonna stand on, bro. No,
don't be a hater, man.
No, nigga.
Don't be a hater, bro.
No,
I'm telling you, cause I'm a gangster. Cause I'm a killer. Hey,
when Rolls Royce 5'9" last album, when he actually started dropping the melodies, that joint was hard.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, but he wasn't doing that in 2001, Bug. And you can't sing, JB.
Can Drake sing? Can NBA YoungBoy sing?
Drake,
can Lil Wayne sing?
Wayne wasn't singing. Wayne is melodic. He
harmonizes.
Wayne
got a rock album. He's singing.
He harmonizes. And I don't think rock singing and R&B singing is the same. See, that's the problem. When we think of singing, I'm thinking of Whitney Houston, Boyz II Men.
I know. I agree with you.
Not that bullshit you do, Bug.
Yeah, man. Look, man. Album dropping.
Because
dropping 2022, man.
Now
23.
All these pill heads listen to music now. That bullshit ass melodic melody auto-tune shit sounds like Whitney Houston in them, bro.
You just proved my point that I was ahead of the curve, like I keep telling you. I keep trying to get away from the conversation.
That appeals to pill heads?
What? They got pockets?
They're pill heads.
They got pockets.
Oh, I thought you didn't care about the money at first, bro. It was the art.
No, I'm just saying. But
Now you can't be worried about the bag now, nigga.
I'm just saying. You telling me they pill heads, and I'm telling you that they pill heads.
I'm telling you, I wanted to make good music. I wanted to make good music. You wanted to just make music.
Oh, so you saying I made bad music?
Yes, your singing is bad music. Yes.
I'm gonna have to sing some tracks, Mr. Andre. Man, look, I'm gonna sing some tracks. Okay, so. Speaking of music, man, what's your top 5 artists today and all time?
Today? Ooh, that's tough. All right. Today, I would say Kendrick Lamar. Are we talking about just rap or we talking about general?
That's because you're from Cali, but keep going.
Oh, when we talk about rap or we talk about R&B?
You talk about jazz, R&B, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, my top 5. Kendrick's definitely in my tops. Joey Badass.
Cali, man. That's from Cali. I'm gonna let you make that because I got a whole bunch of Kendrick. You know, I got a whole bunch of Kendrick. Kendrick ain't nothing but he's a step below. He's a new age step below Andre 3000. Keep going.
That's an interesting perspective. I don't necessarily disagree with it. It's just more music. He just put out more music than 3 Stacks.
Yeah.
But if we talking about time, Kendrick, Joey Badass.
Okay.
SZA.
I fuck with 2000, 100%.
Tim's.
Okay.
I really like what she's doing. And Kendrick, Joey Badass, Tim, SZA, And there was one more. I'm going back and forth on this. Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Denzel Curry. I like this last time.
Oh, Denzel Curry. Okay.
Yeah, his
you had to come to Florida.
I just thought his album. I didn't like Dude at first.
Hey man,
I don't like his first few albums. That last one, he kind of won me over. Like it was.
I ain't gonna lie. Ain't nothing I heard in the last year that got anything on JID. JID, this never ending story. That's the truth, man. And going to Florida, I wasn't a big X fan at first, but that
that's a fact. I can't argue against JID. Man, he one of them ones. That's why it's hard to narrow it down to 5, man. JID cold. Like
JID is the man. How is it? 21, 22? JID is, man. JID, I can't think of anything that's he's cold. And I had a guy, my other brother I was talking to him today, and he was like, I was like, JID, people will try to put him with Cole, but he'll tell you, man, I'm Andre 3000, man. That's my inspiration, bro. And then when you listen to him and hear him, you're like, yeah, he's the progression of Andre 3000, JID. But X out, man, X, I think X is gonna be like X was gonna be that dude, man. X is gonna be that dude. Cause you talking about
Young Cat XX.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my oldest son's favorite artist. I didn't get to hear enough of him to say that. What I did of him was really dope. Like he's a pretty good artist.
Yeah, like
really
that rock stuff he did, or the heavy stuff was, it was different. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't traditional hip hop, and it was kind of like grunge hip hop. But when he came back with the last one before he died, and it was with the melodies and oh man, I was like, oh, this dude different.
They kind of made me rethink. Like, all right, so we can mention all of these kids. Like, we're hard on these kids as far as hip hop, but is it really as bad as we say? When we can mention all of these talented kids, maybe it actually is a good era.
It's not a bad era. It's just and to me, it's just that the powers that be, or the secular music, is pushing one agenda. So if you look at the charts, you'd be like, oh, XYZ. But then in the same breath, looking at the charts, you'll see it's the X in there, and it's a JID in there, and it's a Kendrick in there, and it's guys in there. And you're like, oh, even though the trash might get all the views, but that XXX, man, oh my goodness, man. I want to say, is it called True to Yours, or that? I forgot what it was called. The one where he was singing the whole album.
You talking about XXX and how you say it?
Tashion?
You know what, bro? I actually the last couple of weeks, I went back and started listening to homie, bro, because I never listened to him. I didn't know about him when he died. You know what I'm saying? It was new to me.
Yeah, my son introduced me to him then too. Like this.
But see, my nephew would listen to him and Trippie Redd, and I tried to listen to Trippie Redd.
Oh, Trippie Redd. Ooh.
I think I listened to the wrong track at the time when he was playing.
Trippie Redd,
and I was like, man, that shit kind of whack. Because and I didn't go back and listen to Triple X, but I've been going back listening to Kodak. And
Kodak Black.
Yeah, and I stumbled upon some Triple X and was like, hold on, this nigga was kind of nice.
It's called 17. Is it 17 or Questions?
It's like almost like an R&B album, bro.
No, it was 17. 17 was the one, man.
It was almost like an R&B album, bro.
Yeah, it was 17. 17 was the one, man. 17, man. But JID though, JID, man. Ooh, boy. So what's your all-time top 5? Uh-oh, he on mute.
He on mute, man.
I did that.
All-time top 5. Man, I got Pac number 1, West Side.
Okay.
The impact, I can't deny the songs, like the impact. I can't deny it. Like, to me, Pac, just because he lingers so much in 2020.
He the blueprint.
It's undeniable.
Man. Yeah.
Second, I got other people might disagree. I got Jay-Z.
No, you can't. I feel you on that.
Because the boy heavy.
No, Jay-Z, you are a hater if Jay. You a hater if Jay-Z is not in your top 5.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're
Sure.
not.
You a hater. If Jay-Z is not in your top 5, you a hater, bro.
I can name 5. I can name 5 top of my head better than Jay-Z.
No, but you're a hater though. Go ahead. What's the next one?
Third, I got Nas. Fourth, I got Sister Soldier. And fifth, I got Lauryn Hill.
He from Cali though.
So that's my own. No, he named one Cali artist.
He from Cali. I'm just saying.
I ain't name everybody from Cali. I only name like
no. I'm not saying that you name people from Cali. I just feel like in our top 5, we're gonna throw Face in there because we're from the South.
But he ain't throwing Cube.
You talking about 5? Like if we was talking about, if you said 10, like that's what I'm saying. People ask me all. You narrow down to 5. Like Face is one of the greatest ever. I can't go a day without listening to Scarface.
But you ain't throwing Cube. You ain't throwing Cube in your top 5.
I don't listen to Cube every day. That's 5 is hard. You say 10, Cube's in there.
Yeah. Okay. You don't listen to 40 Water every day?
I don't listen to Cube every day.
E40 is
40
not in my
Water?
top 10, bro.
I do listen to 40 probably every day. But that don't mean he in my top 5. It's like I listen to him every day. But when I start evaluating top 5, I'm talking about impact and the songs they made. But yeah, 40 one of the ones. If people ask me like, who one of the greatest in the top 5 of California ever, 40 up there. 40 probably number 1 on that.
What's your top 5 California then? What's your top 5 Cali, man?
That's totally different. That's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna say I'm gonna Snoop 1. Sugar. Nah, I ain't gonna say Sugar Free. Snoop 1, E42.
Okay.
Sugar Free at 3. Ice Cube at 4.
Oh man.
And then Big June at 5. And niggas don't even know Big June.
Okay.
Because if you start narrowing it down to cities and states, it's a whole different animal.
What's your top 5 from Cali, Dub?
See, my top 5 from Cali gonna be different, bro. So
go ahead. Say it.
Number one gonna be, it gotta be Snoop, bro.
Okay.
Snoop gotta be number 1.
Then 2.
He ain't my number 1, but keep going.
2 probably gonna be Game.
Okay.
Third one probably gonna be Too Short.
Okay.
Short. Damn, I forgot about Short. That's my guy. I just name every day too.
Fourth one is probably gonna be Cube.
Okay.
And then you gotta throw Easy in there, bro.
Okay.
Easy in there?
You got to, man. Just off of respect and nostalgia, bro.
Respect and impact. Yeah. I can't.
All right. So
that's what my top 5 is hard.
My 5 gonna be no order. We're gonna go Ras Kass Nation.
Ooh, Ras Kass, cold.
We're gonna go Game. We're gonna go Yuck Mouth.
Yuck cold too.
We're gonna go
think about Spice One.
Oh, see, I was gonna put Spice One, but he's from Houston. I mean, he's from Texas, really. So that's why I ain't put him over there. But Spice is in my. Well,
that's
Spice.
why I ain't throw Exhibit in there because he's from New Mexico.
Yeah. Okay, so I got. Oh, I said Raz. I said Game. What I said? I said Raz, Game, Yuck Mouth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Cube, and then for my 5, I'm gonna go to Kingpin, man. I got the Kingpin fucked up. Yeah,
I think it's hate. I think it's hate of Snoop in your top 5 West Coast.
You think that you okay? No judgment here. I'm just saying.
No,
I think that Corrupt raps better than Snoop.
There can be argument for that. No, I can see why you would say that. I think Snoop makes
that
better
album,
songs.
The Streets is a Motherfucker. That album, that was the hardest album to ever come out of any death row situation outside of Pac.
My question is this. I'm not sure.
You talking about straight lyrical, Corrupt, or better like lyricist than Snoop?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, I think Snoop make better songs.
I think even that album, like Snoop hardest album versus Corrupt hardest album. I think Corrupt album harder. Like that Streets when he had the one with calling out names That at Streets' mother, the one with him, Crooked Eye, Superfly, Daz, Snoop on the album too.
Man, that album where he had calling out names on super cool.
That's what I'm saying. Streets is a mother.
I'm finna ask a real West Coast hip hop question, because you know I like what I like out of the West Coast. I don't pay attention to every pioneer of West Coast rap.
Yeah.
Sugar Free the rapper and Sugar Free the pimp is the same person, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. All right.
He don't.
That nigga funny, bro.
He don't. He don't
that nigga hilarious, bro. He a character.
You know, my brother over here don't give credence to the great Gonzo.
Say, man. Hey, man. Nah, bro.
R.I.P. Gonzo, man. I was always a Gonzo fan, man.
That nigga album got Frisbee out the window. Frisbee.
Gonzo went hard, man.
Out the window?
Out the window.
Gonzo went hard, man. Outlaw Immortal, man. West Coast rap, man. West Coast rap is different, man. I was never a Mac Dre fan, but I can respect it, though.
You're a West Coaster, even though I know Pac ain't from the West. He might as well be from the West.
Yeah.
Pac
is universal.
Do you think Akil the MC is actually Pac? Our brother's on mute again.
Is he?
He is.
No, I don't think that at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think. I was waiting on him. I was like, I don't think
so. Let's roll down the road of
somebody say that.
Oh, it's a whole like conspiracy thing. It's which one? It was Gaddafi died too, right? Which one shot himself on accident?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Hold on. Which one was the light skinned dude that's supposed to be dead? That's Gaddafi, right?
Gaddafi got in the car accident, I believe. Yeah.
Was he the light skinned dude?
And I thought Young Noble moved to he over there in like Saudi Arabia or something.
Yeah, they're trying to say Gaddafi faked his death along with Pac, and Pac is the homie I just said, and Gaddafi.
That was his cousin, yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to say they really still alive, but it's some bullshit. But look, I have a question.
I don't think that.
Now, I'm gonna start my question with I don't believe in this theory. I just think it's nigga logic.
Nigga logic.
I've been seeing
nigga logic.
I've been seeing a lot of nigga logic on TikTok, where they're saying the baby has shown us his true form on his album cover that has no title, just a picture of him in an alien reptilian form. To that, I say go.
There's people coming up with all kinds of theories out there. That's crazy.
So and that was his true tenor boy. I thought he had a mask on. That was Halloween scary.
Of course, of course it's makeup. But I heard this one dude. He went down this whole theory. He was like, they're replacing us. The baby is really a draconian lizard reptile shapeshifter alien invading us. And I'm like, time out. First off, my brother, did you not watch Doctor Who? Do you not realize that is a fake lizard alien race form? But whatever. I'm gonna roll with your logic for a minute. You're telling me that they can shapeshift, but they decide to put on a skin suit. Now, I get that skinwalking has been a thing in the Native American community or culture or whatever. Like they believe that people can come down and their spirits can hop in someone's body. I get that. Why are we cloning rappers and their consciousness at the same time?
It's happening at all. But if you believe that hip hop had a certain influence, that you had that sort of power, maybe you might.
But if all I need is your body, why do I need to also download your consciousness into my, like, I don't need your rapper brain. I just need your likeness.
Well, that I can answer. The control of consciousness is more important than the control of body.
Right. No, I get that piece.
The control of your beliefs and how you feel, that I can influence even more. That's even more important to me than the control of body.
But they ain't saying that, though. They just saying that the lizard dude, they're saying that the lizard dude killed the baby, took his body, and then took the baby's consciousness and kept the crazy rapper idea, like the Gucci shit. Like, that ain't no clone, bro. Gucci ain't no clone. Like, Gucci's still an ignorant nigga from time to time.
Everybody lose weight in jail. You eating tater tot casserole and bologna. You gonna lose weight.
Tater tot casserole.
That's what we call it. You know, tater tot casserole. This shit got cheese over it and that little fake chili, and you eating a small amount of it. You will lose weight doing all them push-ups and eating that bullshit.
Hey, skinny Gucci is just as ignorant as big Gucci. The only difference is he older now, so he understands some shit a little different. So he ain't gonna haul off and slap you or just say something extremely stupid to Angela Yee. He just gonna say something slightly stupid.
They played it like he was a clone because he matured.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? A black man matured, they're like, he a clone. He can't be. The black man matured, he can't be. He gotta be a clone, he ain't a real person.
Now
he mature.
Now I do believe that the MK Ultra shit is real though.
You think so?
Yeah, I think MK Ultra is real. It's a real thing. It's documented as well.
Okay. That's a whole other podcast though.
It's mind control. I believe in that. I believe in that shit.
You talking about the attempts, or you think there were successful attempts?
Oh, I think they figured out how to do it. So I think MK Ultra is real. I think they the Manchurian Candidate and all that shit, that mind control shit. I think that shit is real, and they figured out how to do it.
So how do they use it?
Nigga, I'm not a scientist. I don't know.
No, I'm saying, not the technicalities, but I'm talking like what instances we like. Oh, right here, this is when they did that.
I don't think that you can point out an instance when they did it though. Like I don't think I can sit here and say that shit last week that happened with Joe Biden. That's an example of it. I don't think you can point it out that way.
We have to do a deep dive on that one day, man.
Matter of fact, if they're successful if they're successful at pulling it off, you won't be able to point out when it happened, bro.
That's a tough one.
I want to say that's like saying, man, you'll know when it happens if it happens, but if it doesn't happen, you won't know. If it happens, if it's successful, like, you know, you only know it if it happens, but you won't know if it happens if it happens.
A successful con, you're not going to know it's happening when it's happening to you, though, right?
But at some point, you know it's
after it's happened, and you're going to be like, oh fuck, X, Y, and Z, yeah.
And if you knew, then it would defeat the purpose of the con.
Exactly. I agree. That's deep. That's deep. Speaking of deep, Boss is my top 10 all-time West Coast rappers.
Oh,
Boss, deeper and deeper.
Yo, that's taking it way back.
Whatever happened to the fake Snoop nigga that came next?
Oh, Nocturnal?
Yeah, whatever happened to Nocturnal?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a good question.
I remember that because he had that one track that was
Super Ugly.
Song.
That was that.
Super Ugly.
That shit's hard. That beat. Oh,
yeah.
I feel like I saw something on YouTube about what happened to dude, and it was like, I can't remember what it was. It was like some weird stuff.
So it
was like some behind the scenes actions.
Yeah, you from Cali. You said something earlier about the neighborhood you grew up in. You said it's called the Four Corners of Death, right?
Yeah.
So you said something, and correct me if I'm wrong. So you said you had neighborhood Crips, and then you had Rolling 60s, right?
Yeah, Four Corners, depending on which way you move off of Imperial Avenue.
Both those are Crips, right?
Neighborhood Crips, Pyrus, 5'9" Brims.
Now the 5'9" Brims and the Pyrus are both Bloods, though, right?
Yeah, and then you had Lincoln Park Bloods too. Shout out to Mitchie Slick. Much respect to him. He's a dope rapper.
Did they have beef with each other, or did they unite to beef with the Crips?
The Brims, it's just like the Brims, the Pyrus, and Lincoln Park Bloods did have beef. That's the thing, unfortunate about black men. Most of the time when you beef, you go beef with who's next to you. Because the Bloods were so close, different blood sets beef mostly with each other.
In my mind, they wouldn't beef with each other at all. They would unite to beef with the Crips, and vice versa.
Not how California works.
Damn. No, I get.
I would say no.
Yeah. No, I get that ain't how it works.
What you're saying makes actual sense, but none of this shit makes sense, or else nobody would be gangbanging.
Because, like, in my mind of minds, I feel
like that's a bar right there.
Yeah, but in my mind of minds, I feel like the Bloods and the Crips would unite to beef with, I don't know, the Aryan Brotherhood or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
Okay.
In California, oh yeah, there's rule. Like it's really a complex. Like there's like a complex for that. Oh, actually, I can explain it like this. I can take it to actual just being in the military. We used to say the rules in Afghanistan, the Afghanis would tell you, me against my brother, me and my brother against my cousin, me, my brother, and my cousin against my friend, me, my brother, my cousin, and my friend against you.
Okay.
So we may all beef with each other, but we all hate you. So, you know what I'm saying? Me and my brother against my cousin, me, my brother, and my cousin against my friend, me, my brother, and my cousin against my friend and my neighbor. But we all hate you outside.
Yep.
It ain't right, but it's not right at all. It's unfortunate, but that's just what it is.
Y'all definitely ought to go look up Nocturnal, man, and y'all will have y'all will be that's crazy. Entertaining. But the last song that I heard from him that I see, he had a song with Crooked Eye called Three Bitches. It's hard though. He's singing though. He's not rapping, he's singing. But Nocturnal.
Is homie still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. What happened was instead of him signing with Dre, he signed with Elektra because they gave him his own label. So he came with LA Confidential was his label, and he put on a few songs. Like I said, I recognize some of these songs, you know what I mean? But yeah, Royal Rasheem Harbor, man. Not he had the song with Missy.
Signing with Elektra to get your own label, does that exclude you from Dre beats? Because if I can still get Dre beats,
why would Dre give you beats though?
I mean,
yeah, he got other artists.
Yeah, why would I give Elektra over there? I'm in the scope over here. Where I go over there and get you beats, and you could have signed to me.
I mean,
and I gave you the I really kind of walked you in the game to an extent, but
he kind of
I ain't gonna lie, that was a bad move.
Yeah,
but I heard this is not a good idea.
He kind of like got ushered out as the next nigga up.
He was,
which is why he should have signed to Dre.
Yeah, but you know that's cold. That's cold.
I bet you the short term looked like a bigger bag with Elektra with his own label. He probably thought he had more control, shit like that.
I mean, it makes like, and once again, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying I can see him thinking of it like that to an extent, but it's like during that time period, I don't know, man. If you're a California artist and you get to that spot and Dre gave you the look and gave you that beat, it's just kind of common sense to rock with that. Like
he got like
Dre decided that he was like, you really can't go against that.
He got like both Dre beats though. I'm looking at like he got the Knock with him, Dre and Missy. He got The Way I Am. This is a whole 2 years later with Snoop Dogg. He got I've Been Here for Years with Crooked Eye. He got Bad Intentions. That's the one that everybody know from the Wash. That doom 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 doom. The one that Jay-Z used.
Nah, he was given the here. You're the next nigga up.
He had some heat, man. But you know,
it's only gonna last so long if you ain't connected.
Yeah,
you be connected with out there.
And ultimately, what I think usually happens with artists like that is that man. That like I said, you got gatekeepers, man. You got people. My shower cap ain't coming through like I wanted to, man. Like I got I'm trying to do the shower cap thing, but this background is hating on my shower cap, man.
But what if you make a mistake? I think that's the hardest part. You know what I'm saying? Like, meaning, like, put it this way: he had less leeway than being signed to Dre, right? So he could drop on his own and do that. But once something don't hit, they're like, "Yo, you out of here."
Watch this.
But
though.
If he'd have signed to Dre and something wasn't working, they'd have gave him 10, 15 more years and kept giving him money. But I'm like, Dre will figure it out. Give him another million. Give him another 10 million.
Do you feel like, Dub and Mr. Dre, do you feel like you're talented enough to make mistakes?
Do I feel like I'm talented enough to make mistakes?
And I'm not talking about this music. I'm talking about this in life. Do you feel like you're talented enough to make mistakes and recover?
I think everybody is.
No, I don't think everybody is. I think everybody feels that way.
This is why I say I think everybody is, because you're not like if you just don't try to do shit, you're never gonna know if it's gonna work. So if I never try, then I've never put myself in position to be successful and make it work. Now you can't go out there and be blind about it. So I can't wake up tomorrow and say, shit, I'm finna put all my eggs in the basket of making it to the NBA. I'm not talented enough to make it in the NBA. However, there are things that I'm talented enough in to put my eggs in that basket and push and make it happen.
So again, I think that sometimes we feel like we're more talented. Like I feel like on both ends, we don't think that we're talented enough, and or we think that we're talented enough to make mistakes and recover from them. Because like I know it's guys that feel like they tell them to go to NBA and they be like, shit, I'm gonna just go work out for a whole year. I'm not going. I'm putting my baby mama or my wife or my girlfriend or whoever. I'm gonna work out every day to go to the league because they feel like talented enough that if they
you gotta have some self-awareness. So with that, you have to sit down and have a real conversation with yourself. That's the part that's hard for some people to have. Where is this a viable option? Am I really this talented? Now, if I'm really this talented, I'm gonna make that sacrifice, work out for a year, go to that combine, and I'm finna bet it all on that. You know if you're that talented enough or not. Now, if you are talented, but I ain't NBA talented, you know that shit too.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, it's a fine line. I mean, like, that's why Mr. Spivey has a whole league, because this guy's in his league that really talented enough, man. And they on that, they right there, like, okay.
But I feel like
if they do this, they there. If they don't, they right up under there.
But see, I feel like that is a measuring stick. So I feel like let's say if I'm 21 and I'm in Mr. Spivey's league, I'm dominating the league, and I see I have a certain talent level. Like, I'm dominating this league. Mm-hmm. I see I have a certain talent level. All I need to get there is that push, maybe this next 3 or 4 months of being in the gym, perfecting my craft and making that combine. And then there are other people who are in his league that are like, I'm a okay guy at this level. So yeah, I probably shouldn't try to go. I shouldn't put all my eggs in the basket of going to that next level if I'm just okay here.
But Jacques Vaughn got a 12-year career, man.
Who?
Jacques Vaughn had a 12-year career in the league, man.
Jacques Vaughn probably looks like God on some of these courts to these regular niggas, though.
Shit, I used to go back and forth with
Anthony Goldwire. Anthony Goldwire steps in the gym, and when Anthony Goldwire gets out of his car at Houston Pro-Ams, that's when his range starts. So
that's what I'm trying to say.
No, but listen to him. No, I'm not saying you didn't hold your own against Goldwire. You did. You held your own. You gave him some fits. But I am saying that on that Pro-Am floor, you looked like a top guy in the league. When Goldwire stepped on that Pro-Am floor, he looked like basketball god. But listen to what I'm saying. In that Pro-Am, his range started when he took 1 foot out of that SUV, bro.
Okay,
Listen to what I'm saying. I've seen Anthony Goldwire not cross half court, but 2 steps and pull and be automatic. I haven't seen you do that.
Well, he's older than me, though. At the time, he's older than me.
But listen to what I'm saying.
He's older than me now, but I'm saying.
What I'm saying is you were a top guy in the league. When he stepped on the court, he was like that league's basketball god. So
what I'm saying,
when he went to the NBA, he was a 5.3 assist guy. 10-day contract guy.
He was more than that.
He was a 10-day contract guy.
He was way more than that.
You think he could have got a 10-day?
That's when we talk about sports, that is the key, though, right? It's like I run players all the time who look like guys in Pro-Am or guys in, but you put them in a G-League tryout, and you'll really see this. I'm amazing at basketball. You get every no.
Say it again. You're breaking up. I'm saying it one more time.
I'm saying it's like at this school, it's different. Everybody can hoop. So what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So what I'm saying, like,
everybody who shows up to a trial on our team is the best person in their neighborhood, or was the number one person on their college team. They was all that. So That was.
I'm very much an advocate of telling.
Oh, you was nice to win.
I'm an advocate of saying. I'm an advocate of saying, like, okay, everybody at this level can put the ball in the basket. Everybody on this level, understands the game. Can you function in a team setting? That's really all it is. Can you sacrifice? Okay, like I said, we played I played with Goldwire in Pro-Am. It was me, Goldwire, and Barlow were the key contributors or whatever. Barlow was overseas shooter, and Goldwire was who he was, and it's me. So I know I can't shoot the ball 15 times a game. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I know I can go to another team and shoot the ball 15 times a game and get my 30 and my 40. But I know, okay, go wide, need 20 looks. Barlow need 15 looks. I'm going to get 10. If we one day decide we're going to switch it up or whatever, yeah, it won't have the same results. But you have to have that what's the word? You have to self-awareness to know that, okay, this is my role today. My role today is to be a defender. I'm gonna get all my points today on steals and layups, or I'm gonna get all my points today, or I'm not gonna score today. I'm just gonna be a good player on the team and feed this guy, and that's the tough pill for a guy who's been the man to swallow sometimes. A lot of times, actually. I was the man in college. I scored 30 a game, and now I got to come score 10, or I was the man in college. I touched the ball every play. Now I touch it once every 4 plays. That's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of athletes, any sport,
Yeah. And I always tell, because I mentor kids that are not just athletes, some of them are athletes, but they also are programmers.
Yeah.
I tell them, you was the coldest at your school when it comes to code. Like, I feel like I was the coldest. I went to Morris Brown. I was the coldest. Went to grad school at Cornell, and it looked like everything that I thought I knew, they had already known that years ago. I was like, oh shit, because they already had all of that. I'm playing catch up. I was like, I'm the nicest in my neighborhood at business, finances, and computer programming. Can nobody tell me? At the Cornell, them dudes like, okay, yeah, that was cool, man. I remember that from ninth grade.
Yeah,
but you had
so now I gotta make up for it and grind.
Yep, man. I feel like you have the talent to adapt and get good at it, though.
Right, and be humble, adapt, and ask a million questions. So, okay, cool. Y'all had those opportunities, and they told y'all that.
It doesn't matter how doesn't matter how hard I work right now. I'm not gonna be anywhere close to LeBron or Steph on the court.
Oh no, why? Because you feel like age?
I don't have the physical attributes to do it.
Oh yeah, that's totally different.
So I understand.
I don't know.
I don't, my nigga. I don't. No, I don't. I know I don't.
I don't know though. I don't know because the difference.
He's saying you can't make yourself 6'8".
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm saying this. But the knock on LeBron from any hooper, not the average fan, or just the knock on LeBron is his mental, and the positive for Steph is his mental. It's like LeBron. We've watched him get in his own head. Like, it's not a doubt that LeBron is a physical specimen, and he's one of the best physical specimens that we've ever seen on a basketball court. That's not in doubt to anybody. Like, that'd be hating to say he just sucks. But when people say LeBron sucks, it ain't about his physical. It's about his mental. That's what made Jordan so Jordan. That's what made Elijah so Elijah. That's what made some of these guys what they are, because they mental. So me saying that, what you're saying that I'll never be LeBron physically now, but in moments like Iguodala, in that moment, in that finals, he was like, yeah, I'm mentally tougher than you, man. So I'm gonna make you do this dumb shit for a whole finals. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna pose my will on you for a whole finals where now you shooting this whole 40 times a game.
I think that LeBron suffers from the same thing that the greats suffer from, is we gas people up because they got a shot off on them. LeBron, I'm not gonna say LeBron mental is extremely thorough and strong. That dude mental capacity is, we just saying stuff because you gotta, it's like we have to. It's like he can't be so good at everything, so we gotta take a shot at it. There's no real way in real life we could say LeBron isn't mentally tough and mentally strong. You can't. We'd be lying.
The free throws prove it.
JB.
The free throws don't.
JB.
That proves it.
Let's keep it a buck, JB.
You think Shaq wasn't mentally strong?
He can't shoot free throws.
JB, let's keep it a buck. Neither one of these guys get to the success level they had without being mentally strong.
Yeah, it ain't
no, we're not saying that. We're not saying. What I'm saying is like, look, and this is we can talk in all our own industries. What I'm saying is like, we understand that you have levels of greatness. You have levels of good and greatness. And it's like LeBron is great. He's great. But now we talking about LeBron and KD. Like, there's no honest conversation that we can have in basketball in 2022 that when you don't say KD is the greatest thing that's ever touched basketball. You can't have like KD is, there's nothing you can compare KD to. There is nothing on this planet Earth that we've seen that we can be like, oh, that's KD like.
I feel like T-Mac
we can say,
I feel like T-Mac did everything that KD does.
Yeah, I don't. What are we trying to say?
Yeah,
so here's the thing.
Kinda.
KD had the chance to make that argument you make it, and then he went to the other team that put him out.
But I was the man. I was the man there though. I ain't go there and be a role player.
KD,
I was the man there.
No, he wasn't. KD was not the man in Golden State. They had already won a championship before. He was not the man in Golden State.
I ain't come there and won the finals.
He was the man in OKC, and he was one game away, and they shut him down, and then he went and ran over there to that team. Every time LeBron's been in that situation, he ain't never run to that other team that beat him. He
ran though.
He carries his team. KD ain't carry a team to a finals and win it.
But LeBron ran too, though.
Ran where?
He left Cleveland and went to Miami. He went
Miami.
Miami.
Not a contender in Cleveland. And LeBron ain't really run. He just left. Honestly, if Dan Gilbert wasn't Dan Gilbert, LeBron would stayed in Cleveland. But that's the whole ownership conversation. That is.
Yeah, but
a whole different thing. That's Dan
but why he come back then?
To make his legacy straight. And then came back and won. Hey, if KD go back to OKC and win, we having a whole different conversation. But the reality is, he ain't built like that.
KD is a different beast, man. KD, like everything we say about LeBron,
KD is a different player. You add
everything we say about LeBron, we can say because LeBron.
If you take Steph Curry off the Warriors during that season, do they win that championship even with KD? They do not win that.
100%.
They don't win that.
One of my proof. My proof is that when KD didn't, when Steph didn't have his team year before last, niggas ain't make the playoffs.
That you can't do that though.
What you mean? Them niggas ain't make the playoffs. Look like LeBron last year.
Steph turned that into James Harden, bro. He was the only viable.
But James Harden was going to the playoffs, fighting for the championship.
He was the only viable option on the team, and then he got hurt.
And it was a bunch of young players, and he got injured.
Yeah,
I'm saying KD had 2 or 3 Hall of Famers. He was one game away from making it to the finals, defeating the Warriors, and it did not happen. And then he went to the Warriors.
Watch this.
He ain't really proved what you're saying yet. I'm not saying he can't. The potential is there. He ain't proved it yet.
I'm saying that.
And how many times we got to see him do it? He ain't do it in Brooklyn. How many players he need?
I don't think KD is better than T-Mac, bro.
I don't know.
That's debatable. I can understand, T-Mac? But KD is definitely wetter than T-Mac from outside.
He has a better outside shot. But I'm talking about
KD has his mid range is definitely wetter.
Prime versus prime. I don't think that. Yes, we all know KD is probably the best scorer we'll see in regards to his height and what he can do. Can't nobody hold him, bro. But
and he can play defense and he can guard. He can literally guard. And like unlike LeBron with that talk. He literally can guard any position. Like
T-Mac in his prime versus KD in his prime with the mentalities. Give me T-Mac. Give me T-Mac all day.
You're not putting KD on Steven Adams. You're not putting KD on MB. You're not putting KD on no bigs. I'm sorry. You ain't putting T-Mac on no bigs. You ain't putting LeBron on no real bigs. LeBron ain't never. LeBron. That's what I'm saying about. And this is basketball talk. People talk about basketball a certain way, but Harden. KD, I think you put them on bigs.
We talking about KD don't have no defense. The past couple of years, he was starting to try to play D. Like he got to go and they taught him to play defense. Before that, he couldn't guard a wet paper back. He wasn't even trying to guard nobody.
He wasn't trying to because I had goons down. I had Kendrick Perkins down there. I had goons. But when he get to go, you're right. Golden State, they're like shit. Let's play some defense. He was like, shit, okay. And showed you that nigga I can play all five.
But he had to because he wasn't the only scoring option.
But what I'm saying is, you're right. So now put that same mentality on LeBron. We talking about LeBron going to play with Miami. When he go to Miami, shit, I got dogs with me, man. When I go to the Lakers, like we can't skip over this nigga that ain't make the playoffs. This nigga did not make the playoffs. Didn't make the playoffs, man.
LeBron, but it's
about the year he got
LeBron's
hurt,
defense.
It's about this year, last year.
Man, this nigga going into year 20, bro.
He didn't even make the playoffs, man. He's had one playoff year with the
dude, what 40?
No, 38.
Not just playoff year. Why did everybody? He had one, not just one playoff. He had one championship year. KD got a championship year with Brooklyn.
No,
you're right.
But
what would you talk about? How would you describe LeBron's team with the Lakers? Would you say it's successful or would you say it's like at this point?
He won a ring. Of course, it's successful.
I asked you, so one out of four is successful.
Yes.
So he missed the playoffs two times, missed the playoffs twice, won the ring, and had a first round exit.
You got teams that ain't been to the playoffs in 10 years,
you got
let alone won a ring.
So in that thinking, James, it's hard to one of the most successful players of all time, right?
No, he ain't won no ring. So
the ring is the qualifier.
In Los Angeles, 100%. As a Lakers fan,
I'm talking about period.
I mean, the goal is
ring.
It's the goal.
The goal is being the best in the league.
So if the ring is a qualifier, then we can't knock KD because KD got two.
The goal is to be the best in the league. And if the qualifier of being the best in the league is winning the championship, of course, the championship is the bar. So if you say, was LeBron successful in his tenure in LA?
But no.
He's successful in his tenure in LA because he's brought a championship while he's been in LA.
But what I'm saying is this. Okay, so on two different levels. On one level, a ring is not an individual accomplishment. Because,
but you're trying to put an individual. But you're trying to put. All right. So if that's the case, James Harden is the most successful player in the NBA, and I'm exaggerating. But wasn't he in the playoffs every single season in Houston?
Every single of his career.
Yeah. So if
of his whole career.
So if you're just measuring if you make it to the playoffs or not, then he's one of the most successful guys in the league. But the goal is not making it to the playoffs. The goal is actually winning a chip, right?
But we just talked about having realistic goals, right? And so name me a team that James Harden had in Houston, OKC, even in Brooklyn, when it was at full strength in the playoffs, that was a championship contender team. He didn't have one yet.
He had one in OKC. They lost to Golden State. He had one when he was in Brooklyn, but he
didn't. They went full strength.
No, hold on. I don't think that when he had that team, he was like the main person on that team. I think KD was the main person on that OKC team, and it failed.
You had KD
to win a championship.
You had KD.
They could have won that.
You had Serge Ibaka. You had James Harden. You had
Serge Ibaka. Stop it, man.
They opted to keep Serge Ibaka and got rid of James Harden, right?
Yeah, and they look stupid right now.
How many rings Serge Ibaka got?
One as a role player.
How many rings does Serge Ibaka have?
Once again, saying I got a ring. How many rings Scotty Brooks had, bro?
Who?
Scotty Brooks.
I don't know. We got like 3.
You got 1. But I'm saying that means that his career is that he was a primetime player because he got a ring?
But
no.
Serge Ibaka played a role in these rings. All I'm saying is this.
So this Scotty Brooks. What you talking about?
This is what I'm saying, Book. That's what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. You can't have it both ways. You can't say, well, getting to the playoffs is qualifying that I am successful, but then am I successful because I didn't win a ring? Like, you can't have it both ways, bro.
What I'm saying is this. I'm saying that I'm not taking away from any of these guys great. They're all great players. But what I'm saying is that, like, the ring, when people talk about rings, the ring is not a one-player thing. The ring is a team. It's a team. Rings are team goals. Like LeBron, Curry, none of them dudes run the ring because they scored every single point.
So let me ask you a question.
None of them dudes play defense on everybody. It's a team goal.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If it's a team goal to get the ring, why is it also not? Why does it count solely on LeBron because he didn't make playoffs?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying is that it's a team goal to win the ring, but you thinking like, okay, if I got this player, at the very least, I can make the playoffs. Like you cannot frame it no other way. When AD was hurt, LeBron didn't make the playoffs, man. That's as simple. Like you can look at it. When AD was hurt, when he was healthy, they won the ring.
You talking about a couple of seasons in LeBron's career where that occurred. Most of LeBron James's career, he was automatic making your team a contender for the majority of his career. You got LeBron.
I agree.
Don't he got like a whole? Don't he got a whole record of playoff wins and shit?
Yes.
LeBron?
Yes.
Yeah, LeBron has a hell and
he got like a decade in the finals.
That's what I'm saying. He had a 10-year run when he was in the finals every year, bro. This nigga's Tom Brady-esque when it comes to runs of being in the playoffs and in the fucking finals, bro.
But if they were between him and Tom Brady, Tom Brady winning them hoes, and he wasn't.
No.
What?
Yeah,
Tom Brady was winning them, and Brady won more.
Bro, that dude took Delonte West and them dudes to the finals. Man,
Delonte West is a scrub.
NFL, man.
Delonte West is a scrub.
I'm sorry. I mean, come on. He took Delonte West and Mo Williams made it to the finals with LeBron. He made dudes who really wasn't crazy look like they were really nice.
Come on now. All first team all. It wasn't either first or second all team defense that year.
Because of Delonte West.
I'm asking.
Because of
because of LeBron.
I don't want to call
he
him. He
wouldn't have been all team.
Because of LeBron. How's LeBron making me all first team? All
because of how that team was shifted. He would not have been that. You think he would have been that on other teams?
No.
Yes. He would have been. Mo Williams is an all-star.
Hold up, Delonte West.
You think Mo Williams would have been an all-star on another team? He would have made it to the all-star game without being on the LeBron team. The only reason Mo Williams made the All-Star game is because LeBron West pleased with the NBA to make him an All-Star, and that's real talk. Because he wasn't an All-Star that year. He got voted in on the backside because somebody got hurt, right? The 1 year he made it with LeBron, somebody got hurt, and LeBron was like, "Ain't no way he can't be out." And they like, "Oh yeah, LeBron said that he All-Star." Mo Williams was still 20-something game in Minnesota before he got there, right? Like Mo Williams wasn't no scrub in Minnesota. Mo Williams was okay in Minnesota.
He was 20-something.
And he was okay because he got most of the shots. His efficiency wasn't good, but when nobody was measuring efficiency back then. Yeah. When you go back and look at it, it's just he was the only person to shoot.
Google.
I'm trying to see Mo Williams stats.
Kevin Love.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm a basketball head, man. So you talk about Kevin Love, LeBron. Okay, I can tell you the numbers of all LeBron's power forwards the year before. All LeBron's power forwards the year before he got there were 19 and 10
power
guys.
Forwards are going to suffer on a team with LeBron James, though.
Yeah. So now I'm saying,
absolutely.
Yes, exactly. So we can't talk about Kevin Love. I don't
need a legit. I don't need a good power forward if I got LeBron on my team, though.
But that's what I'm saying. If I was 25 and 12 without you, and now because of you, not nothing taken away from you, but because of the way you play, I can't play my game no more.
You're right. But I'm in the finals now with you.
I agree. But your game wasn't working. You're not in the finals. that's how if you the Lakers, how you gonna look at it.
Well, but I didn't have Kyrie and LeBron.
Minnesota, that game was cool.
I didn't have Kyrie and
Kyrie was in Cleveland. Kyrie was in Cleveland without LeBron, right?
But he didn't have Kevin Love and LeBron.
Win nothing.
Was Kyrie in Cleveland without LeBron?
But I didn't have Kevin Love and LeBron. I ain't had nothing like Kevin Love on my team.
But you just told me Kevin Love didn't matter, though. You tell me Kevin Love don't matter.
No, I said Kevin Love had to change his game for LeBron. Kyrie didn't have shit like Kevin Love when he by himself. Ain't nobody on that team with Kyrie that stayed.
Kyrie ain't did shit without LeBron. Check this out. Ain't
ain't nobody that with Kyrie stayed when LeBron came. Name me a starter.
Ain't nobody stay with Kyrie. Kyrie don't stay with Kyrie.
Okay.
Hey, that
ain't
Celtics
nobody.
team,
Look,
what that Celtics team do without Kyrie?
the next year they ain't go to the finals.
What have they done without Kyrie?
They still been
That's a
solid.
whole new
without him.
team.
They've been.
That's a whole new
It's
team.
not a whole new team. No,
Last
it's not. The
No, it
core's the
ain't.
same.
Bruh.
The core's
So
the
you
same.
talking
Core
about?
is the same.
So watch this. You talking about a player who's in his first year? You talking about two rookies, and now they got in their third year. They got rid of their point guard. They got rid of the point guard. They was like, okay, Kyrie, we gotta go. We're gonna keep Scary Terry. He gone too. So make it make sense. Like you can't just say it was Kyrie. They changed the team. They gave it to Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart was a bench rider when Kyrie was there, and Scary Terry was the second player. Was the guy that was like, oh man, I'm missing my minutes for Kyrie. Like it's not as cut and dry as Kyrie gone. Now we good.
Brother, hey, I could talk to y'all all day, but I'm at like 1%, man. Yeah, I can talk to y'all that. But my phone about to die.
It's all good.
Y'all
It's
be
all
mad
good.
at me when you do it. We'll let it
It's
rock.
that time anyway, man. Appreciate you coming on the card. Gotta have you back, man.
Hey, man, anytime.
Hey, I went to the
Appreciate
website,
you, man.
man. We gonna try to get young James Boogie a 10-day contract, man, and see if he still got something for them little youngsters.
Hey, y'all
out
got
there in
10
Tampa.
days?
Come give him that busy. Come get busy. Let's do it.
If y'all got 10 days, man, I can come get that little cat. Look, man, I definitely get. You need 8 points off the bench, man, and I'm good for
Man, you
that.
talking about 8 points? You trying to win the championship? Yeah, you talking about, you gotta get more than 8 points. I'm just messing with you, man.
I'm a role player, man. At this point, I'm for this, man.
Hey, come on down, man. We gotta make it happen.
That's a bet.
Fact.
All right.
This is
All right, man.
appreciate
All right,
it.
brother. I appreciate you having me on, man.
All right.
Much respect.
All right, Bug, do the outro. He trying to do it. Go ahead, do it, bro.
No, I ain't gonna
Recording
do it, man.
stopped.
No, I want you to do the outro. Go ahead, do the outro, man.
All right,
Recording in progress.
Say, man, this has been another 16 shots podcast with the great A.R. Dub.
Tell me how you took it. I'm gonna tell you what I meant.
Flow right. I'm gonna do it one more time.
Okay.
And no,
right.
I'm gonna do it this time, and then next part you do it. This has been another episode.
No.
of the...
Hold on. Can we get a I rock with 16 shots pod drop? You know what I'm saying? Together, man. Because you seen the movement. I start movements. You know, I'm a movement starter. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you want us to do our drop right now?
Yeah.
Nah,
so
our drop got to be the drop. Our drop got to have some sauce on it.
So okay. So I'm saying this. I'm gonna send you the. Can we get one right now, man?
Our drop got to have.
It's
some
like
sauce on
I'm
it.
in black, you in white. It's like a, you know what I'm saying? I'm the bad guy,
It's
the
like
good
a spy
guy.
versus spy.
Yeah, man.
All right, go ahead. You do your drop.
All right. All right, yeah. This is James Boogie, and I rock with 16 shots, man.
Hey, this is the one and only AR Dub,
Tell me how you took it. I'm gonna tell you what I meant.
and I rock with 16 Shots Podcast.
Now let's begin the story.
There you go. He got all I can't hit the chords, so I can't really hear the
H-Town's finest 16 Shots Podcast.
I'm lightning with the blam blam.
Don't worry, you're going to have some drops out of the galore.
the glower. Man, next pod we got some more guests coming on, man. I ain't gonna tell you who it is. I'm gonna tell you who it is. I'm not gonna tell the people who it is, but we got some more guests coming on from different industries, different walks of life. I hate everybody, man, and I only love the people I love, man, and that's real.
I'm not even gonna say that.
You saw what? What you said?
I just saw something during our production. I was like, I don't know if you saw me because my dumb ass did this. Like I can see behind the box of the screen. Like I can see on the other side.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's an arm. Who's that?
It's my arm. Ain't no arm.
Yeah, nigga. It was your arm. Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's Corona. That's a Corona. I was drinking Coronas, man.
Yeah, I know.
See how you try to what was I say? I had something to ask you, man, on the pod before we get off. I forgot, man. I forgot, man. I forgot. It was something good too, bro.
Okay, man. Let me see. What's today? Sunday?
Yeah.
We gotta do shit. I'll hit you on tomorrow and let you know when the next pod is gonna come out. But
man, I got to last thing I'm gonna say, I got to ref or umpire a volleyball tournament this weekend for HISD.
Okay, who won?
Lanier won both 7th and 8th grade, which is crazy.
You an HISD ref now?
I mean, I've been doing different, whatever, but how it came together, man. I was just sitting there thinking, like, damn, man, this is crazy, bro. I just every time I rap for, even when we was rapping and everything, I'm like, I be like, man, I can't believe I'm doing this shit, man. Like, I can't believe I'm getting paid. I can't believe I'll be getting paid to do the things I do sometimes. I'm like, this is crazy, man. People pay for this, man. And then I go further and be like, I'm not getting paid enough to do this shit. But anyway, but it was, we got invited back to, I put a crew together or whatever, and we got invited back for next year. So I'll be doing it again next year, man. So maybe we can get a party next time.
So that's fire, bro. Hey, next Sunday I will be at the Foodie Bar.
Oh, you talked to Jarrell?
No, I didn't. I just happened to, when I was returning my U-Haul.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I pulled out. Like, I hopped in the car with the wife. I'm sitting there waiting to turn, and I looked, and I was like, "That's when I sent you the text." I'm like, "Oh shit," because that used to be a Creole seafood restaurant, bro. It was a Creole seafood restaurant. Then it was a New Orleans coffee shop, and now it's the Foodie Bar. So I'm gonna pop in the Foodie Bar, bro. We gotta set up something. We gotta do a live show from there, bro.
Hey, Jarrell said the owner said, I don't say his name a lot. Jarrell, he said we good, man. He said we good. Like, we talked about it. I talked, like, on the opening, we talked about it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, we're good. He didn't have some big names. He had Bill Terrell's in there. He didn't had I forgot the name, but he didn't have some big names in there.
Yeah, we're gonna set it up. We're gonna actually do a live show from there. We're gonna start live streaming on Twitch. So once we're back in person,
Twitch. Now we on Twitch. You gotta have Twitch. You gotta have Twitch fans to be on Twitch, man.
16 Shots Podcast is already on Twitch, bro. Oh, you didn't know?
But do we have Twitch fans though?
See, I don't know what you mean by Twitch fans. All we have to do is direct our fans to the live stream when it drops, bro.
Boy, I'm saying it's like, if you get on a site, whatever site it is, when you live stream, the people who see it first are the people who are your followers or fans, right?
Young James Bookie, we're see.
Talk your talk, man. Put me on game.
We're building the Twitch stream as we speak. All of the video is being dropped on Twitch, sir.
Okay, so we have a Twitch following.
We're building
I don't have a
Twitch
Twitch
following. No, we don't have a Twitch following yet.
Oh.
But when we drop the live stream, it's gonna be available on Twitch. Actually, it can be available on Twitch and YouTube at the same time.
I'm just saying, like, being available and having people that are expecting it is two different things.
Well, we gotta hype our people up to let them know when to expect it, though, Boog. I'm not gonna live stream like on a random Monday, and no one knows we're gonna live stream on a random Monday.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to understand. I mean, I have a rudimentary understanding of the internet, but I'm trying to
now that's a lie.
Understand. I'm trying to understand the understanding you have, so we can be on the same page, so I can know.
The understanding I have is I want to live stream. I have to find a platform for us to live stream. So we can't live stream on Zoom.
Actually, you can.
You probably can. You probably can live stream on all this shit.
You can.
But we ain't got no Zoom following though.
Well, I don't know how you can have a Zoom.
That's what you can. All you gotta say is, "Hey."
Well,
guys.
you can have a TikTok following, which I have. I hit 100 a day, so I feel like
that's
I'm feeling
why
kind of proud of
I told you
myself.
to get on TikTok. You the internet guy,
bruh. I hit 100 a day. You know what I'm saying? But my 100 ain't shit. That's how people on TikTok.
Your 100 is shit, bro.
100.
Your 100 is shit, bro.
I can't be a creator. I can't be a creator on TikTok.
That's 100 people that didn't know about us yesterday.
But listen, I can't be a creator on TikTok until I hit 1,000. It took me a month to get 100.
If you want to, that's not bad at all. What are you talking about?
took me a month to get 100.
It took you a month to get 100, bro. And from what I see, like you not even doing the JB. You doing like the in my spare time JB.
But it took me a month to get 100.
Well, we gotta go live on TikTok, bro. We gotta hop on our phones, and we just gotta go live on TikTok, bro.
Okay, well that's the plan, man.
We gotta do at least 10 minutes of going live on TikTok once a week.
We gotta fight. We gotta have like a big ass argument on TikTok.
All right, we can do that and on some real shit. And then we're gonna be done. There is a gym directly around the corner from my house that I will be a member of. You know what they have in said gym? They can be.
What kind of gym?
A fitness gym.
Oh.
You know what they have inside this fitness gym that can be used whenever I needed to?
What's that?
A boxing ring. That's all I'm gonna say.
You want to buy? Man, okay, we can box. But I heard my back.
I don't want to hear no fucking excuses now, nigga.
No.
You talked all that cash money shit when I was living in Atlanta. I'm coming back to the H, bro.
Okay, well, give me 2 months, bro. Give me 2 months. I heard my back on Friday, man, and I've been going through it all week.
You gotta stop letting them big girls get on top, bro.
Nah, man, I've been told to pick something up, man. I played today.
You bent over to pick her up, and your back went out. You got, hey, man, save me getting old, man. You know you can't. You can't corral them big girls how you used to, man. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta. The look to the right tells it all, bro. This has been another episode of the 16 Shots Podcast.
I'm trying to keep my composure,
with Young James Boogie. And AR Dub.
Tell me how you took it. I'm gonna tell you what I meant.
That's a bit, man.
No, I'm talking about instruments to get the bitches, man.
Oh, man, that's hilarious.